way, just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chubs do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounding you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comments short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T. We in the spot.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Salute to the people. What's good, family? We back again. Salute to everybody in the building. Hopefully everybody having a good Saturday. Got a good day of boxing today as we had a weekend or so ago. Sports matchups, D-Free. What's good with it, D-Free? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, Brody? T, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. Grease with Fire, what's good with it? How you feeling? Appreciate you for pulling up. Kano, how you feeling, Brody? Appreciate you for pulling up as well. How y'all bros feeling? I playing LDTV, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. Man, hope you having a good Saturday as well, Brody. Place your bet on Jermaine Ortiz already. you must see something, Connor. What you see over there, Jermaine Ortiz? I hope he surprised some people. I really do. I really hope he surprised some people. It'd be good if he did. I like to see. I don't want to see him get walk through. I definitely don't want to see that. Ashley's Corner, salute to the queen. How you feeling, Ash? Appreciate you for pulling up. Y'all smash the like button, man. How y'all feeling? Hopefully everybody's feeling good, man. We got a lot of stuff we could talk about. What's the odds? I know T, I know he even got some bets in too. So man, we got a few things, man, family, that we gonna chop it up about today, man. I mean, in a nutshell, y'all see that thumbnail. I'm going right for it, man. Lightweight and welterweight. It's a lot of mix up going on at these weight classes, and people ain't fighting. And it's getting to a point where we just gotta call it out. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do over here. Y'all know my slogan. We ain't here to break the news. We're here to have a conversation. I think it's a lot to discuss as to what's been going on in the sport lately, man. There's been a lot going on. You got people defending this Crawford-Avanesian fight. I got people telling me about me saying Earl Spence need to go to 54 if he ain't gonna get the Crawford fight. I'm making excuses because they want to see him fight Keith Thurman when that makes absolutely no sense right now for nobody but Keith Thurman. And it really truly wouldn't even benefit him because he's gonna get his ass beat. That's a waste of everybody's time. BC, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling, Brody? Hopefully everybody feeling good this good morning, man. I'm earlier than I normally be because I know some boxing that's coming on in a couple hours, and I want to make sure I probably go live for these fights too, but we're going to have this quick conversation, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all smash the like button. We're going to get to it, man. So y'all know it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of talk going on. It's a lot of ducking going on. It's a lot of excuses being made. The wrong people getting blamed. It's ever since the announcement of Crawford and Avanesian, it's been like this trickle down effect. And it's the same thing with the lightweight division. With these dudes, you at this point, we should know without a doubt if Tank and Ryan is going to fight. And the fact that we keep getting all this mixed news. 1 minute they're going to fight, then they're not going to fight, then it's in jeopardy, then they're going to fight. At what point do they stop? It's getting corny. I drop kick the like button. Appreciate you, Brody. Appreciate that. But yeah, we gonna have this conversation, man. Y'all know I love to have these conversations with y'all, man. And it's just been a lot going on. You know what I mean? Boots petitioning with the IBF to become a mandatory. Spence. Just think about this, y'all. All because we ain't get this one fight. And this is what I mean about the welterweight wrap up or in the mix up. All because we didn't get Crawford and Spence secured, or they didn't secure the fight. Now you got to deal with Spence about getting slapped with mandatory after mandatory. I mean, damn, I thought it was crazy when they announced Charlo mandatories back to back like that. But damn, Spence, you know, you got Boots petitioning to be the mandatory with the IBF. You got Stanionis right there with the WBA. And then you got Keith Thurman with the WBC. And they talking about he a #1 contender. And he next up. And it clearly heard that man Spence say he not fighting him, but yet and still, they gonna still try to push it. So that's why I feel like they forcing him. They gonna force his hand, and he gonna end up moving up. Tell me, I feel that. Skills from New Orleans, my bro. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Appreciate you for pulling up. Yeah, and it's like, at what point do they stop trying to spray paint bullshit and tell us it's gold, man? It ain't no justification for no Keith Thurman, Errol Spence 2022. The man clearly said he don't do tune-ups. He clearly said that. And no disrespect to Keith Thurman, that should be like a high level tune-up. You get what I'm saying? It don't make sense. This dude, all he did was lose to Pacquiao, come back. All he did was lose to Pacquiao, cut his ponytail, come back, fight Mario Barrios. He won the fight, got hurt to the body bad in that fight. He did a decent job. He did an okay job, but that's Mario Barrios. The fact that you didn't stop him and have your way with him is a telling sign. And you don't go from no Barrios to no Errol Spence. And then on top of that, you just don't deserve an opportunity. I know you only lost once. I get it. But you don't deserve an opportunity at 3 belts when that man did all the lifting and you could have been fought him and got it out the way. I said this before. You know what I'm saying? I just had to reiterate, like, you know, so y'all can know where I'm going with this. Warren, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Yes, sir, my bro. Appreciate you, Skills. How you feeling, Brody? Yeah, so it's like we at a point in boxing where it's just too much nonsense going on. It's a lot of it. And at some point, we got to get tired of it. And I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Why do we got to play detective and follow the breadcrumbs and the little paper trail that they leave behind? Why we got to guess and figure out who's fighting? Why don't we just know without a doubt who's fighting? It's getting boring. But I tell you one thing we do know. We do know who got a date for December 10th, damn it. And that from the announcement of that date, we've been forced to deal with this trickle-down effect. Errol Spence got 3 mandatories, y'all. This man got a mandatory for every belt that he got, yo. He couldn't get the fight he wanted, so now they want this dude to fight these mandatories, and they ushering Keith Thurman in here. And I don't know if people was paying attention, but I dropped this in the video. I know they said, where was this posted at? You're not going to find this posted. Just trust and believe. Since the 10 months I've been doing this, I never clickbaited or misled people. If I tell y'all Keith Thurman got a contract for Errol Spence, take my word for it, man. It's not nothing that I would lie about. It came from a very credible source, and it was good to hear. But at the same time, you know, in terms of news, but it's not really good news for the sport of boxing because don't nobody want to see that. Barrios fight speaks more than enough of why you don't deserve to fight. Facts, Warren, that's what I'm saying. 512 boxing. What's good with it, Big Texas? Appreciate you pulling up, Brody. Salute to my TWT family in the building. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all smash the like button, man. We're going to have this good conversation. But yeah, man, we got to start making sense out of this shit, man. It's just mind-blowing that not only are we not getting, you know, that fight, it's other fights we're not getting that we deserve. And it's time it's time. Maybe it's time for a tournament like Shakur Stevenson suggested. You get what I'm saying? And that's, you see that in the thumbnail. He said they should do like a Super Six. Know what I'm saying? Pay them a lot of money for each fight. That'd be fire. I agree. Because you know what that is? You know what that, with a Super Six, with a tournament, nobody would be able to duck. And I'm assuming the Super Six will be the absolute best six at lightweight fighting each other. And if it got to come to that, I'm in full 100% of support of it. Not because Shakur Stevenson said it, because that will avoid some of this ducking. That would be able to cancel out some of this ducking. You know what I mean? You get your ass in a tournament, there ain't no ducking. You get what I'm saying? Fate, appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, bro? I wonder if Bud not having a promotional company has something to do with the failed negotiations. That's a good question, BC. That's a good question, bro. Fate, appreciate you for pulling up. Yes, sir. You know it. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but some things happened, so I had to kind of push it back, Fate. So I appreciate y'all for pulling up. You know what I mean? D-Man, my bro, what's good with it, Brody? You know I'm trying to, for sure. Spaceman, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Heard about the new boxing game coming out. Yeah. Salute. Hey, man. Salute to you, Spaceman. Salute to Dave Smithers in the UK, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Yeah, I heard about it. It's looking nice. They dropped a few clips of it too. Yeah, if you ain't caught it yet. So they've been dropping little snippets and stuff of the gameplay and little clips. I seen Jessica McCaskill and Katie Taylor was one of the more recent ones I seen on that. Make it a top 10. You talking about like with the tournament? Yeah, Crush. I'm with it. I'm just assuming he said Super Six because he they did that once upon a time at 68, and I think they need to go back to that. I think they need to get back to that. That's a real good suggestion coming from Shakur. It just eliminate people being able to duck. And I think I speak for all of us when I say we tired of the ducking. We want to see the fights. How would they pick the 6 fighters? Would they pick Cam? Because he's still the top rankers, even with 2 losses. We know who the top of the top is, or at least who would people consider the top of the top. I think he would fall outside of that respectfully at this point, unless he just want to get ragdoll. We say that one day we was all on the panel, made a tree and all. Yeah, we did, yo. We was doing that, T. Salute to my Brody. We was doing that. Demetrius, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you for pulling up. Salute to my family in the building, TWT family, all up and through here. Should just starting to spiral out of control based on Bud being a Bud. He wants to fight, but he doesn't want to challenge himself. Easiest bag available. Hope this shit go live. Yeah, man, and that's why I did a video on it. And a lot of times I be reiterating certain points so people can understand how I think sometimes and where I be coming up with this content. And it's like I made a video said bag over legacy, and that's not a smear. That's not a slight to Terence Crawford. That's a perspective. That's something. That's a conversation worth having. You get what I'm saying? Because it's logical to believe, or at least logical to think, or for some people to think that with you going the Avanesian route, it already showed that you wasn't 100% committed to the fight that you claimed you wanted for all these years. You went from going in the ocean or the water looking for the big fish, and you came back with a fucking guppy. You pulled a starfish out of there and David Avanesian. I thought you was looking for the big fish, but instead you went and got their guppy. And now it's basically you chose bag over legacy. When in fact, I find that to be very stupid and a stupid move. And why I say that is because people like, oh, well, if you had 10 million on the table, would you take it? Knowing that I could make more than the 10 million with this other guy and I could get legacy, that's a 2-for-1. And I could shut these people up. You get what I'm saying? There's no defending that. You were supposed to shut people up. You were supposed to make it happen just to shut people up. And you coming up here talking about you don't trust your attorney. Every time I turn around, it's something else. You know what I'm saying? Getting the right answer from Coach Cal, but I might see my boy making a move similar to his big bro. Who that? Salute. Crush, what's good with it, Crush? Salute to my Brody, Yoda Wise Crush, man. What's good with it? Super 6 was legendary. Facts, man. 6 will allow a few to escape the fade. I'm with you, Crush. So the top 10. All them people running their mouth. You get what I'm saying? There's far too many people running their mouth. Crush, they got to get in there. And that's what this conversation about, all this mix up and wrap up. all this mix up need to be wrapped up, and that's what I'm trying to do with this conversation today, man. It's too much going on. And you know, like I said, the trickle down effect is real. Us not getting Tank Ryan, we don't know we getting that. We don't know about Crawford. You got Stephen A. Smith chiming in, man. You got Stephen A. Smith, y'all. Stephen A. Smith chiming in. Because I think they pick based on rankings unless they put a voting system for the top 10 rankings and they choose 6. But I'm with the top 10. Fate, put the top 10 in there. You know what I'm saying? So nobody in the top 10 could duck no smoke. Yeah, it looks very good. Hey, the game will be amazing. What do you think of Conor Benn and his future? Yeah, I had that in there too because he part of the welterweight mix-up. You know what I'm saying? Do you think the American top fighters are too good for him in the welterweight division? To be honest with you, I think that's a big reason why he ain't crossed the pond. One being that they're allowed to put certain things in their bodies that they're not allowed to over here in the States. That's one. And two, I don't think they fully confident in his ability that they willing to put him in there with the absolute best. And with him failing his test, he kind of adds credence to that. He wasn't confident in his ability because he obviously has something in his system that he shouldn't have. And then the dude had to say he hoped the apologies be as loud as the disrespect or whatever he was talking about. And then the man dropped his license, y'all. He relinquished his license on some Tyson Fury shit. That looked like a guilty man to me. That don't look like nobody that people trying to smear your name. They gave you an opportunity to prove your name, and what you do? You let your license go, bro. That's crazy. He got gas for goo, not a big fish. You get what I'm saying, D-man? Facts, bro. Oh, Tank. I hope he do. I hope he do make a good move where it is allow him more to give us the fights that we know he need. You know what I'm saying? We need that. I'll choose 6 out of top 10, do the top 5 in that case. Yeah, I'm with you, Crust, but yeah, the whole 10, man. 903 boxing, salute, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Undefeated and making up excuses department, man. I'm telling you, one after another. You know what I'm saying? One after another, man. Getting to the point where we really got to start speaking on this shit, because if not, I mean, they're gonna keep shining this bullshit up and feeding it to us, man. And I for one, I'm sick of it. I'm cool on all these predetermined outcomes, which is what in my honest opinion, what Errol Spence and Keith Thurman would be. That would be a predetermined outcome. Nobody is gonna convince me that fight is gonna be more than just a bit competitive. It's gonna be competitive. Keith Thurman gonna fight, but he's gonna get slaughtered in there, and I just don't need to see it. He should have fought him when he was supposed to. Conor Benn don't have a boxing license anymore. He relinquished it, Ash. He gave up his boxing license. Yeah, gave it up. Yeah, for y'all that don't know, yeah, Conor. And what do that look like? They gave him an opportunity to be able to prove that he was innocent. What do? He didn't show up to a hearing and then gave up his license. Do that sound like an innocent man? Talking about he think they really got it out for him. No, they don't. They gave you an opportunity, you fool. You had your promoter still trying to push the fight. He was still trying to push the fight through, talking about he don't see no reason why this fight shouldn't continue. Man, get your ass on, man. You ain't bad. You ain't good for the sport doing that. Tank has more to worry about than boxing, unfortunately, yeah. And I hope that situation get worked out too, because you know them legal matters, man. Them legal situations could be detrimental to a boxer's career, man. Any substantial amount of time out the ring for any reason, you know what I mean, other than you taking a vacate is not a good sign. So hopefully, you know, he worked that situation out. Because there's some things that I did hear about the situation that might play out in his favor, but we'll see. We'll see. Top 10 is Loma, Haney, Tank, Cam, Ryan, Zepeda, Michael, Michelle, Frank, JoJo, Pitbull, in that order. Hey, man, I'm with it. Anything that's going to get us the fights. Fake Dr. Mark, salute. For all this mentality, salute, OG. Appreciate you for pulling up, as you always do. Much appreciation. That's what he means. Gripe, he said he feels it making him look bad because of the fights he not getting. It is. And he hear the whispers. And why I say that, because sometimes people I tell people this, listen to Calvin Ford. Listen to what he be saying. He don't pass me as a guy that be lying or capping for the camera, man. Them conversations that they have with each other is obviously different than the ones him and Floyd having, man. He ready to fight, man. That's what I think. Ryan move up, and that puts Keyshawn Davis in the top 10 since he ranked 11th. Well, yeah, put him in there. Hey, put Mr. 6-0 in there. Fluffed that resume, dude. Crawford, man, and look at the trickle down effect. Look what we getting, Crush. Look what we getting. EJ got 3 mandatories slapped on him messing around with this dude. You get what I'm saying? You got to stand you on his boots petitioning. Then you got Keith Thurman. They trying to force him in the mix. It's bogus. It's bogus where boxing is right now, but that's how they on it. And they got there fishing with terrible hooks, talking about catching a big fish. Yeah, for real. He really wouldn't caught a goldfish. He caught a goldfish, man. For real, straight up. And Oscar De La Hoya, man. I think I got a clip from him. Oscar De La Hoya bogus, y'all. He bogus too. He bogus too. I'm appreciate you, lady dude. Appreciate you pulling up, Queen. You just don't work too hard over there. 100% agree with you about Conor Benn. Just do very clever, very intelligent. Man, you are so much about boxing. I love hearing about it, mate. Appreciate that space, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up, man. I'm on the job. But yeah, man, Oscar De La Hoya, man, he has some things to say too. And again, one thing I wanted to speak on too is they always talk about EJ and Bud, even Bud, EJ and Bud. People do know those are the only champions because all the belts are, most of the belts are with EJ and the one lonesome belt is with Crawford. We get it, but those are not the only 2 in the division. Why is it no push for Virgil Ortiz to fight nobody? Because Boots willing to fight whoever. We know this, but when they gonna stop protecting Virgil Ortiz and really put him in there? And why I said that is because I don't know if y'all remember, he damn near called Crawford out after one of his fights when Crawford was ringside. I don't know if y'all remember that. You get what I'm saying? And I'm all about self-accountability and holding fighters accountable for the stuff that they say. But man, this boy called out.
Crawford is possibly the #1 pound-for-pound boxer in the world. Definitely top 2. And if they give me that opportunity, I'm looking at you, bud. I'm looking at you. If you want to make this happen, I'm more than willing to do it.
Hey, man. Hey, I ain't got to put no words in his mouth. Ain't nothing I'm doing. What happened with that? So why couldn't Bud Crawford make a fight with Virgil Ortiz? So you telling me I had to be David Avanesian? He definitely just said that. Y'all just heard what he said. He said he more than willing to make that fight happen. Why Virgil couldn't get a call? You get what I'm saying? Because I ain't even going to bring Boots. I already know that was never going to happen. But why Virgil couldn't get a call, or why isn't it a push for Virgil Ortiz to have to fight nobody? It's all about EJ and Crawford. Who they going to fight? Nah, the rest of these dudes got to fight too. They got careers. They got to fight. They all got to show us something. It ain't just them two. They got to fight, man. That's in that case, situation isn't as bad as you think because his name is on everything. He was the driver. You know how that goes. Oh, yeah, facts, Juan. Behind the hand, salute to you, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, Mo? He ranked higher than David. Oh, shit. Right. My point exactly. They got one time up there over top a lot of good fighters. Facts. And one time is going to be one time if he get in there with Spence. He probably won't fight no more. You know what I'm saying? That's a call out to me, Crush. Sound like a call out. Why couldn't he get the call? Get what I'm saying? Why couldn't he get the call? Then I'm gonna show y'all what Oscar De La Hoya said too. I'm gonna play this little clip from Oscar De La Hoya, man. Bud lied and he said he called Virgil and he said no. Big cat facts. And you heard Virgil right there after that fight, man. This is what I'm saying, man. We gotta hold these dudes accountable. And again, I just want to be clear because a lot of people, things get lost in translation. When we hold people accountable, that's not a diss, that's not a slight, that's not tearing down the fighter. That's what you need. You need men to be men. Men are their words. If they say something, then we need to see them doing it. We tired of hearing y'all say shit for clicks. We don't need that. We need real. If you're going to call somebody out, try to make that fight next. Or be willing to fight the guy that you calling out. Or if you really like that and you see it's a threat and he calling you out, why don't you respond? But you go fight David Avanesian, man. Come on, man. Don't nobody want to see that. You got Virgil Ortiz just called you out. You get what I'm saying? Renee Box Young, salute, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Virgil ain't received shit from Bud. That's what I'm saying. Time for Virgil to fight Boots, maybe. Hey, bro, I suggested it. I suggested that because they still busy talking about EJ and Bud. Nah, what about Boots need a fight? You know what I mean? You got Stanionis there. You got Virgil Ortiz there. You got Oscar De La Hoya talking crazy. You know what I mean? LB, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up from New Orleans. Start hating on the brother. Who? Hating on who? Who getting hated on? I just want to know. See, because I just made this clear. Who being hated on, LB, in here? And what has been said that's been hate or hateful in any way, shape, or form? Is it? Skywalker, my bro, what's good with it, bro? Moderating today, we starting to get spam chats. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all holding me down in that chat. Okay, if we get smoke, I want him to fight his best. Yeah, man, we need to see it, man. Renee all caps. So I appreciate you catching that Skywalker, my bro. I'm gonna play this clip from Oscar with or without belts. The best fights need to be made. That's a fact, Mo. And ain't no more using your promoter to duck fades. Ain't no more talking about get a belt. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that, especially when you got situations like welterweight where most of the belts is with one fighter, you know what I mean? Or all of the belts is with two fighters, and in lightweight, all of the belts are with one fighter. So everybody can't get a belt when the situation is like that. But you know what y'all could do? Get these fades with the next runner-up, the next man up. I'm tired of all this ducking behind your promoter. Y'all guys not wanting to fight each other, all this posturing, these fake call-outs, and nobody being held accountable. And then when we talk about it, it's being interpreted as hate. You can't interpret nothing I'm saying as hate if I'm simply asking a fighter to do what he said he's going to do. Or the standard that people hold these fighters to, I want to see them perform at that standard. You get what I'm saying? I want to see them challenge themselves at that standard. I don't want to keep seeing predetermined outcomes with world-class fighters. This 2022, meaning we don't need to see that no more. We don't. We've seen enough of that. Tired of seeing people pad their record with guys that they know they're going to beat. I don't want to watch it no more. So I'm going to give fight announce, man. Who he fighting? Yeah, I appreciate y'all for being on that, Skywalker. Who he fighting? I'm going to play this little clip from Oscar De La Hoya, y'all. He sound real confident, man. And this, again, I'm all about self-accountability, man. If you gonna call somebody out, be willing to fight them, bro. Be willing to fight them. Listen to this. Listen to Oscar De La Hoya. This ain't long. It's only a little over 2 minutes. Listen to this dude.
Which one?
Crawford and Albanese. Is it a fight that you like, or is it a fight?
No, it's actually a good fight.
Yeah.
Pause real quick. He really just said David Avanesian versus Bud Crawford is a good fight.
It's actually a good fight. Yeah, it's going to be a good test. It's going to be a good test.
A good test, my ass.
But again, he might. I mean, I'm not saying Crawford's an amazing fighter, but you run the risk of a headbutt, cut,
Broken hand.
I mean, so.
Would you have preferred they called for Virgil Ortiz Jr.? Would you have made that in a heartbeat if Crawford's team had called you for Virgil?
Hear what he just said, y'all? He just asked him what would have happened if Crawford would have called Ja. Would you have taken that fight? He said in a heartbeat.
Crawford's team had called you for Virgil.
In a heartbeat.
I'm telling you, Virgil's the best 147-pounder out there.
Where does Virgil go from?
Virgil, the best 147-pounder out there. That's big talk. So when you talking like that, that's your promoter. You just had the fighter say he'd fight Crawford. In another clip, he said he'd fight Boots, Crawford, Spence, whoever. He said that. He said that. And not only did he call Crawford out, more recently, he said he'd fight. He mentioned Boots. You know what I'm saying? And here you go with his promoter saying he the best 147-pounder, like a good promoter is supposed to do. But again, self-accountability. If you feel like that, we should see him in there with guys that could really challenge him. Not no Michael McKenson, a guy with 2 damn knockouts.
From here, Oscar, seems like he's kind of stuck, you know, like in terms of getting that fight, that big fight.
We're working on something for Virgil very soon, so we'll have an announcement. But we're excited.
He ain't stuck. He's protected. See, you calling it stuck? He's protected because what big fights are you trying to make? It's easy to say that, but what big fight have you tried to make with Virgil and he turned it down and they turned it down? I need answers. They just be talking self-accountability. I'm gonna keep saying that. Because people just be saying anything to these reporters.
Virgil's going to be fighting very, very soon. And mark my words, next year is going to be his big year, his coming out party. I mean, nobody will be able to run away from him.
You know, Ennis is the guy they want to see him in there with. What do you think of Ennis, the Philadelphia guy?
Yeah. Who wants to see him in there?
The people want to see Virgil. The fans. They want Virgil versus Ennis. Do you like Ennis? Have you seen him fight?
I haven't seen him fight, but I heard he's great. So Yeah, I mean, obviously, if him winning a world title, or eventually they're gonna meet. So look, next year.
Nah. What eventually my ass? You just told us he is the best 147 pounder. Don't mention no title. Don't talk about no eventually they gonna meet. We not trying to hear none of that. We trying to hear when you gonna really put Virgil in there with somebody that could challenge him for real. I'm talking about for real, for real. If he the best, put him in there with the best. Michael McKinson is not the best. We didn't never seen that dude fight until he fought Virgil Ortiz. And he took 9 rounds getting him out to get him out of there.
Next year's gonna be a big major year for all the Golden Boy fighters. For Golden Boy, it's gonna be a huge year because we've, like I told everybody in the past, I've positioned every fighter. See, if fighters out there or whoever it is, they don't want to fight Golden Boy fighters. So what do? We position them to make them the #1 contender, like Bivol versus Zurdo. We pushed it, and now it's happening next week. So
again, just holding them accountable through this whole 2 minutes. I know I'm making this a little longer than it should be, but tell me when I'm wrong about anything I'm saying. He just said they've been forcing people. Nobody want to fight Golden Boy fighters. Is that the case, or is that just a narrative that you pushing? Because I'm pretty sure if you gave if a contract with Virgil Ortiz name on it came across Boots' desk, he'd sign that motherfucker ASAP. I'm not trying to hear all of this. It should sound good. Why we got to keep waiting till next year? Then you say you looking to get him right back in there immediately. You say about December, January, around that time. Boots, Pops just said he trying to get Boots back in there around December. Sound like a good fight to me. Sound like a fight could be made to me.
So Virgil's in that position.
Absolutely, Virgil's in that position.
Who's the more likely? And you think the more likely is Crawford based on the rankings, or is it Spence?
I would love both for Virgil. I believe Spence is the easier fighter for Virgil. Crawford, I'm telling you, he's a very crafty. If Spence is the easier fighter for Virgil, I believe I would love both for Virgil. I believe Spence is the easier fighter for Virgil. Crawford, I'm telling you, he's a very crafty. He knows how to move. He's slick. So, but all those fights will be.
Interesting, y'all. That man said he feel like Spence would be an easier fight for Virgil than Crawford. So why don't you try to make any of these fights for Virgil? It's easy to say it, but why don't you do it? Why don't you actually put some energy into making these fights instead of just making it seem like everybody's avoiding Virgil Ortiz? What I'm basically saying is a lot of this duck talk or a lot of these call outs, they be fake. People don't really be wanting to fight. He did call Crawford out. Why didn't you try to make that fight? You get what I'm saying? You claiming you could force fights, and you've been forcing fights. This is how we got Zordo and Bevel, because you forced it. So won't you force Virgil to get his ass in there with somebody since you got the ability to be able to force people to get in there? That's what I want to see. TBS, what's good with it, Brody? Salute to the boxing section. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So when they need 48 months, man, this is what I'm saying. Oscar be talking a lot. Whoever Sneeko, whoever your favorite fighter is, I'm pretty sure Boots probably whoop his ass. Like, again, and this is we got to learn to make more sense about the comments that we make, right? You can't call everybody he fought a bum because he beat him senseless. You get what I'm saying? It's how convincingly he beating these quote unquote bums. You get what I'm saying? He beating them more convincingly than they ever been beating their career, and that's not even close. So I don't know what your gripes is with Boots, but again, all prospects was in the same situation Boots was in before given an opportunity. In order for him to prove to y'all that he's really the goods, for the people that still obviously don't see it, somebody got to give a man an opportunity. And what smoke is he ducking? You get what I'm saying? That's a better question to ask. Who won't he fight? Alex, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you for pulling up. JoJo Williams and Peter. JoJo might have to grit to win it. He is. He gonna have to bite down to win that one. I still don't know. I ain't do a prediction on that. I still don't know yet. Devin B, JoJo, Linares, both Golden Boy fighters. More cat from Oscar. Talk about it, Mo. This is why I bring the conversation so we can have them. You know what I'm saying? You know it. You know it, Skywalker. That's why I be knowing how to ignore these dudes. They be weird. Mikey said that too. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. give Virgil a 50-50 chance to Spence and Boots 55. And look, see, I'm a different dude. Like, if you feel like that, I'm not mad at you for feeling like that. I'm not one of those people that, you don't know shit about boxing. If you feel like that, that's cool. This is why we have these conversations. This is why we have these fights. So we can really see who's who and who really the number one fighter. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, personally, I feel like Boots has stopped Virgil, and I feel like Spencer beat the hell out of him. I really do. I don't think he's versatile enough to beat those guys. You get what I'm saying? Neither one of them. Big Dog Willie in the super chat. What's good with it, bro? Con chin better than Hagler and Duran combined facts, bro. You right, man. He got an iron chin, titanium. T20. What's good with it, my bro? Oh man, I gotta watch that, Ash. I still got it in my notifications. I make sure I ain't swipe it so I can remember to watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I gotta watch it. I watched that one. Oh, when you woke up, yeah, you dropped it at like 6 something. That's how I know. So I'm gonna watch it. I got it still in my notifications. But yeah, man. Again, I'm all about supporting boxing and supporting the best fights. And sometimes we got to be real enough. You know what I mean? Surface level, it's easy to say Boots ain't proving this and he ain't proving that. But at the very same token, you have to say people are not giving him an opportunity. He has to be given an opportunity to be able to show people more than what he's shown already. But I truly believe that dude is the goods and he's going to be around for a long time. I'm telling you, I think 147 going to be his, especially once Spence move out that division. Got El Chicon, Cameron Zepeda. Yeah, man. Zepeda, a tough dude. They both tough. JoJo tough too. They going to go at it. It's going to be a good fight, man. It's going to be a good fight for sure. I just ain't made a prediction on it yet, but I don't know. Some tell me Zepeda going to win. You know what I mean? Just off the top, I think Zepeda going to beat JoJo. Ortiz in the same league as those two. Boots and EJ are different kind of dogs. Let Ortiz be one. If he shows them yeah, man, let him get in there, put him in there. And that's all I'm saying. Like, we too quick to call everybody a bum. Like, some of these dudes are stepping stones. They put in place for a reason. Everybody ain't going to be a world beater. Everybody ain't going to be a champion. But when you got a fighter like Boots, the better question to ask yourself is, who isn't he willing to fight? You get what I'm saying? It's a reason why they're looking at him as the boogeyman of the division, because people ain't looking to fight him. They barely want to say his name. Then when they say his name, it's not with no real, you know what I mean? No real confidence. They just mention it just so it don't look like they scared to fight. Now, I'm not saying people are scared, but if they're not, then get in there with them. I love to see Boots versus Virgil Ortiz. For all the people that think Virgil Ortiz could deal with him, I don't think he could, yo. I think Boots would beat him up bad too, to the point where I don't see Virgil winning more than a couple rounds, yo. If that, I'm telling you, I really believe that. I think that skill level, that gap is a significant one. Boots is very versatile in there. He could do everything Virgil could do, but better and at a higher level. Everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to know what you're watching, man. Virgil has fought some solid opponents for sure, though. Time out last week for talking about Con. Damn, and here? Not in here, right? Oh, shit, you ain't got no wrench. My bad, dog. You ain't got no wrench, big dog. I got you now. You good now, buddy. Boots ducking, no smoke, and he dog walks Ortiz. I really believe that, Warren. I truly do, bro. I think, and again, it'll be competitive because, Ortiz gonna fight. He got some dog in him. You know what I mean? But I think Robert Garcia's assessment was wrong. Half of it was wrong. Like, and if y'all ain't heard, it's an interview. Salute to Young Billy for putting up that interview with Robert Garcia. He said he feels like, 90% of the people will pick Boots right now over Virgil because of the health situation. But he said Virgil the kind of fighter that could be down be down rounds. And he said that next 5 or 6 rounds, Boots would be in hell. I think he wrong. And he halfway admitting that he expects his fighter to be down in rounds. And that's very telling. And I'm telling you now, if he go down 5 or 6 rounds to Boots, he ain't coming back. No, he might not make it the next 5 or 6 rounds. I'm telling you. I don't know what Robert Garcia. I know he got confidence in his fighter, but he just them same dudes that said they needed 48 months for Boots. I mean, Has they reached that 40? Has that 48 months hit yet or what? Gold salute. Boots won't make 147 much longer. That's a cruiserweight. I think he'll make the weight fine because right now he young and he said he don't have a problem making a weight. He make it, you know what I mean? He make it pretty comfortably like that. The weight is not an issue for Boots Ennis right now. And I believe that's in large part due to the fact that he's young still, and he's young and he lives the fighter lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? He's a very, very disciplined fighter. Just salute, my guy Skywalker said they trolling me again. Oh yeah. Renee, they making fake accounts, I guess. These people are weirdos, and facts. Naze, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, bro? It's the real check my channel. I could. Oh, it is you. You claim you the big fish. Yeah, you go in there and get it. Oh, which one? What are you talking about, Naze? Which one started to hit him? I tell you what. Oh yeah, he thought thought he was a fake one. Yeah, he is. It is the real one. I had to double check. I thought he had a wrench though. I really did. No, I don't mind wrenching out the family. Miss Joette, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? You said Bud unfulfilled potentials. Yeah, man. Yeah. And it's crazy because I keep saying that he had undisputed served up to him on a platter, y'all. Respectfully, he had that shit served to him on a platter, yo. He really did. He had undisputed served to a platter. He had a dude do all the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? Fight all the champions, take all their belts, and then he got here and found a way not to make the fight happen. Same thing I said about a lot of fighters, nothing to do with race, more so geographics and the reason why they fight. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Sneeko. Yeah, one thing over here, bro. Long as the opinion is respectful, I ain't knocking you if you feel like somebody. If your opinion is different from mine, I welcome it because it creates dialogue, good conversation. So I don't mind when people disagree. It's all good. But that's why I urge people to come here and really get a feel of the person that's behind this avatar. You know what I'm saying? I'm as solid come, bro. A different environment brings a different dog, and that's a fact. God Body, what's good with it, Brody? God Body news, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Errol Spence claimed me the big fish, so if he take out Thurman, if they call for the fight, I hear people when they say that, and I've said this, if it has to be that, like the only reason I would say that'd be cool to take is so he stay busy. Because no disrespect to Thurman, to me that'd look like a stay busy fight, and it's like it does nothing for him at this point in his career, and it's sad because Thurman had an opportunity to give Spence the chance to fight him when it made sense. Now I know Spence didn't have a belt, but at least he was deserving of the opportunity, and Thurman found a way to go around and not fight him, and now he doubled back after losing to Pacquiao. You cut your ponytail, you got in there, you beat up Mario Barrios, you got hurt in that fight. The only thing you did in the last couple years is, you know what I mean, beat Mario Barrios, a guy that just came up from 140. You wasn't able to stop him. And I think this version of Keith Thurman gets slaughtered by Spence. Nah, I got you, bro. I got you. I think, didn't I get you? Yeah, I got you, bro. Why he trying to get the franchise belt now? Again, if it's any truth to that, because I did hear that, Naze, if he's trying to get the franchise belt, I was hearing something about that so he could avoid fighting Keith Thurman and some shit like that. So we're going to have to let that play out. But we all know, and I will say this, and I don't make no excuses for no fighter. Spence really has been a man of his word since he's been in the sport. You get what I'm saying? He's been very adamant about not wanting to fight that dude. And just to be fair, just tell me it does nothing for his career right now. And he should have been fought Spence and got it out the way. You get what I'm saying? Take the fight and then fight. But yeah, but I'm with you, Zay. If that's the lineup, if that's the way it goes, cool. I don't even care. Fighting. You know what I'm saying? If that's absolutely next, cool. But if not, I say move up. Yeah. I got you, Skywalker. Appreciate that, man. I got you. Said before, Bud is gonna beat the curry goat and jerk chicken out of Spence. Hey, bro, look again. If you think that, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I just think Spence got more dog, and it's gonna be the bigger great fighter beat the smaller good fighter, or real good fighter, however you want to look at it. The smaller great fighter is gonna lose to the bigger great fighter, I think. You know what I'm saying? I just think Spence could do more than what people think. And I think his boxing ability still to this day is underrated. Bro, today Keith Thurman doesn't prove anything for EJ, no belt, and he's a shell of himself. PBC will have to get EJ the company to make that fight. That's what I'm saying, bro. Is he don't want it because it does nothing for his career. You get what I'm saying? Funny Bunny, salute. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Ortiz KO's Boots and Spence. Hey, if you really feel like that, I ain't mad at you. I think both of those guys beat Ortiz. Thurman is in the way. Anything can go wrong. Pointless. It is a pointless fight. G5. What's good with it, Jack? Appreciate you for pulling up, my bro. How you feeling, Fizzle? How you feeling, my bro? Man, Keith Thurman fought the same people Errol did. Yeah, I get all of that. But it just, you get what I'm saying? Like, you get the point. I hear what you're saying, but you get what I'm saying? Tell me it don't make logical sense. Like, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for him to fight Keith Thurman. The only person that would benefit from that situation is Keith Thurman. You get what I'm saying? It's like a predetermined outcome. We all know he'll beat Keith Thurman. Right now, that version of Keith Thurman that far, Barrios ain't beating no Errol Spence. And we know that. We know that. Like, we have to know that. Thurman is a waste. And you say is why EJ said he don't want that fight before. He was the big fish. Thurman brushed him off. So like not now that I'm somebody. Yeah, that he done did all the work, and now here you come thinking you deserve a chance when you had an opportunity to fight him already. We have to acknowledge that, and we have to acknowledge that it does nothing for his career. It would just stagnate. It's just a waste of a fight, especially. And then you got to consider a guy that's been at that weight class, what'd he say, for over a decade. He's like, this shit ain't fun or easy. So that would just be a waste of a fight, unless y'all got to hear me out. If Bud is absolutely next, then I'm cool with it. But if not, and it's going to be just a big gamble, you don't know for sure if you're going to be able to get him in there, just leave it be. My favorites don't fight at 147, just American hype jobs. You got it. But see, you got to prove it. What makes them a hype job? You get what I'm saying? Usyk, Loma, like, and I don't do the, I don't care where they from. I support boxing. So, and you get what I'm saying? And you saying hype jobs, and then you bigging up Usyk. Usyk is a hell of a fighter. Yes. Loma is a hell of a fighter. But if it was anybody that's a hype job out of anybody you mentioned, it would be Loma. He got 2 losses in less than 20 fights. Errol Spence ain't lost. Terence Crawford ain't lost. You get what I'm saying? Ortiz ain't lost. Boots ain't lost. But Loma lost 2 fights before getting to 20. And he lost 1 to a journeyman with like 10 or 12 losses. T.O. moved to 147. I think he food Funny Bunny. I think that division would be too much for Teofimo. Saying that, but why Al trying to make the fight? And again, I mean, I don't know. I can't answer that. I mean, maybe we could all speculate just like we do with most of these moves and shit that happen in the sport. So I don't know what would be his issue. What would be his, maybe I think he liked Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? He rocked with Keith Thurman. Maybe you want to give him an opportunity. Yeah, I got you, Renee. Appreciate you pulling up too, bro. You're entitled to favors, but are you kidding? Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You just like basically shitted on all the undefeated fighters for a certain group of fighters. I rock with Loma, I rock with Usyk. I don't rock with how they push Loma. He's over celebrated. He's overhyped to me. You get what I'm saying? The dude, like I said, he lost 2 times before he got to 20 fights. Imagine if Spence would have lost to a dude with 10 fights. 10 losses or 12 losses. You get what I'm saying? Imagine if Crawford lost to a guy. Shit, if he lose to Spence, they gonna talk crazy. And Spence is as good as they get at 47. You get what I'm saying? They still talk crazy. But Loma could lose to a complete journeyman, and people will sweep that under the rug. Then he lost to Teofimo was pretty much a prospect. People don't realize that. Teofimo, do he even got 20 fights yet? No. He lost to Loma, pretty much lost to a damn prospect, Teofimo. Masha Ali go to Vietnam War. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I got you. I'm not entertaining. Yeah. No more Checo. Thrill Hill, salute, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. K-Rod, what's good with it, bro? Why fight Twinkle Toes in order to fight another man? No, fight the guy that gets you towards your undisputed goal. Keith has nothing to offer and almost went to war with Barrios. Need I say more? Absolutely spot on, my bro. And that's all. I just need people to understand with me. I hear you I hear when people make their points, but I also have a different viewpoint. Like, I ain't gonna say mine is more right than yours, but I'm gonna just say I think the majority of people will agree that just Keith Thurman does nothing for the sport of boxing or for the fighter involved. Only does something for him and maybe his bank account, because that might be one of the last times you see Keith Thurman in the ring if he fight Errol Spence, respectfully. Yeah, man, I got you, Renee. Lomachenko, no more Chenko. No, he loses second pro fight to a journeyman and gave him the belt by losing 12. Yeah, 12 would do with 12 losses, man. Straight like that. I hope Ortiz beats the out of Loma. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If he dog Loma, like, people would be surprised. People are watching Loma acting like he's Roy Jones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said he beat Pretty Boy Floyd in his prime. And they compared him, they put him in the same sentence as Ali. That's why I say when we say hype jobs, it's not Loma that's doing the talking. He's not doing that. He seemed like a pretty humble but confident dude. But it's his promoters that's saying ignorance, like putting him in the same sentence with Pretty Boy Floyd or Ali, saying he had beat Pretty Boy Floyd in his prime and he was this next best thing since Ali. Like, knock it off. Ortiz can skyrocket his career if he upsets Loma. Got money on him to bet. He's a 10-1 underdog. Wow. Just you like 147, why don't you fight Bud? Damn, I'm your manager. I can get it done in 14 hours. Oh, you want me to fight Bud? Bud probably fight me before he fight Spence. I'll tell you that. 27 hours, I bet it. And I went 270 if he wins. That's a good bet, K-Rock. That's a good bet. Jose Diaz, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Jay Miller, what's good with it, bro? What's good, people? First time tuning in. Hey, man, appreciate you for pulling up. If you ain't subscribed, come join the family. Hit that like button. Appreciate you pulling up, man. We just ain't having a good old boxing conversation about this welterweight mix-up and lightweight mix-up. How all these dudes really need to start fighting each other respectfully so we could get the fights we need. You got a lot of talking and not enough fighting. Too much talking and not enough fighting. Oh yeah, he's just a young boy out of DC. Jalil, yeah, I like Jalil Hackett. He's coming back soon too. Just sat something on. He had 140 at Jalil Hackett. I like him. He nice. I like Hackett. I thought he was at 47. He ain't at 47, Warren? I thought he was at 47. I could be wrong as hell. Would have betted more, but I decided to go small this time around because I don't bet a lot. So I decided to go small. I use Bet Online website to bet. Nah, I feel you, bro. Just, bet something comfortable. You know what I mean? It's a good bet. You know what I mean? At worst, you lose $27. You know what I mean? So I see why you made the bet. Loma and Keith are receiving undeserved formidable treatment. The aura of invincibility has left the building. That's what I'm saying. And it's just time for us to start being honest with people. Like, the dude is a hell of a fighter, but he's overhyped. You know what I'm saying? And I always said this. Imagine the shit that they would talk if any other of these top lightweights had 2 losses. And it could be to anybody. It could have been the quality fighters. It could have been the top tier fighters. Imagine the shit that people would talk about them. That's what I'm saying. Imagine when some of these dudes lose their first fight, how people going to talk. You get what I'm saying? But meanwhile, Loma could lose to a journeyman, then lose to Teofimo down there, a prospect. You get what I'm saying? Shoot, fighting tonight. Is he? Hold on. I'm not sure. Hold on. Give me a second. My bad. I'm going to check now. I knew that. My bad, y'all. I deem this the era of all talk, no fight era. Yeah, it's sad, bro. It's sad. It's just too. It was way too much of it. Because Shushu just I doubt it. Because Shushu just fought not too long ago. I doubt it. And he hurt his hand. I doubt if he fighting on this card. Nope. You know, I seen a young fighter, Mason. Oh, Abdullah Mason. I think you're talking about Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason, I think, fight tonight. I think he fight today. They were saying Loma would knock out Duran and Sweet Pea. Yeah, Funny Bunny. They was tripping. And that's the thing. When we critique that and say something, people act like we hating on Loma. They just say things that are unrealistic. Appreciate you, Ashley. I didn't think so. And he hurt the hand on the in the last fight. And I seen it, matter of fact. So I seen his last one. Duran and Purnell. Hell no, that's what I'm saying. They going way too far, bro. They be going way too far. Yeah, but Duran to bully him and stop him. Sweet Pea and paint a picture on him and frustrate him. That should be like nothing Loma ever seen. Loma would never have been in there with somebody like that. But yeah, man, the welterweights, this welterweight shit need to stop. All this ducking, dodging, and posturing and talking crazy, and people just need to start getting in there. And you know it's bad, y'all. You know it's bad in boxing when Blair Cobb is talking crazy, y'all. Let me play this clip. You know it's bad when Blair Cobb talking crazy, y'all.
Truth
Blair?
be told, who knows? There's so much going on. It just doesn't make sense, though. It's no disrespect to these two men, but they're not Manny and fucking Floyd. Why is it taking so long to get this contract ironed out properly?
I don't know. It's very frustrating. It's not just frustrating for me, but it's frustrating to the people. I consider myself the people's champion, and I'm gonna call it the way it is, the way people have been thinking, but ain't saying. I think somebody is a bitch.
Now, you said that on your live. I don't think that's pretty strong words. Because I get it. You guys are fighters, you want to fight. But, a lot of these guys are taking the hip-hop route. So it's like,
what's the
they don't want to, get at you on a diss track. They want to shoot you, fight you outside the ring, outside the studio. So it's like, Earl might not take that as you trying to build up the fight. Do you care?
Man, if Blair Cobbs is out here calling people bitches, y'all. Yo, man, welterweights, man. Did y'all hear Blair Cobb, man? Y'all got Blair Cobb talking crazy. Y'all know something going wrong with Blair Cobb sitting up here calling people bitches, y'all. God damn, bro. Virgil Ortiz is now plus 1,100 plus underdog, so I'm betting that win is increased more if he wins. Yeah, that's crazy, K-Rod. Y'all smashed that like button too. Tiger Johnson fight tonight too. Yeah, them Ohio boys putting on tonight. Yeah, for sure. St. Louis, my bro, what's good with it, St. Louis? How you feeling, Brody? Loma's not the same fighter. When someone applies pressure, he doesn't fight as well on the back foot. Not at all. He don't at all. When you let him be the Matrix, that's when he doing his best. When you can't keep up with him, foot speed, you don't have the IQ, then he'll dance and play with you. But when you got a real dog in front of him, the fights are way more competitive. And you get what I'm saying? They asked him who was the best out of Haney, Tank, and Shakur or something. He said Shakur. He said something about Haney getting hurt by Linares, but Linares is the same guy who dropped him. So what's worse, getting sat on your ass by a fighter or getting buzzed by a fighter? Which one is worse? Last time I checked, the knockdown is worse. Who's what? Oh, he talking about people's what? What's that, Ash? What they getting paid for primetime sparring matches? I should lace my gloves back up. It can't be that hard. Damn. Cobbs has more balls to say that in person. Yeah, you talking crazy, Blair. Y'all see him. Blair and Brian Norman Jr. Let's see it. Facts. Throw him in there. Spence didn't deserve a Thurman fight. He had 15 wins on Ortiz and Boots. Had better resume than Spence at the time, and Thurman won in Floyd. Nah, false. Hell no. Nah, he could have fought him. I had to go back to it. I don't know exactly how many wins he had, but Thurman even said he wished he would have fought him back then. So that tells you right there, he know he could have fought him and just didn't. And it wasn't that he was there. If anybody was deserving, I say this: Spence was more deserving of a shot at Thurman than Thurman is at a shot at them belts right now. You get what I'm saying? To me, in my opinion. Cobb entertains me. He entertaining dude. Teal showed us all what he did. Come forward, not real style. Just came forward punching. Yeah, for real. He did, though. He did. Ortiz applies a lot of pressure. I'm saying now he might get Loma tonight. Hey, man. Hey, man. Blair Cobb say the people's what? He not no champion. Oh, yeah. My bad. Yeah. You heard him? You heard him? Haney got hurt from a Gonzalez, who one fighter later got KO in the first round, but Loma he's in his prime. Respectfully, I don't think he was in his prime when Loma fought him neither. I don't fought him neither, but still in all, getting buzzed. And again, let me highlight something. Anybody could be buzzed in a fight. Who had to eat? What fight was more convincing? Loma's win or Haney's win? Go. Because the last time I checked, Haney beat Linares a lot more convincingly than Lomachenko did, and Lomachenko got sat on his ass. So again, I'm asking, and to highlight this, Linares had more knockouts in that fight than Haney had fights. So getting buzzed is not like, that's nothing crazy. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you get caught with a shot you don't expect and don't see. But Loma got sat on his ass, and at the time, that was his toughest fight. You get what I'm saying? He said it. Straight up. That wasn't Haney's toughest fight. He watched Linares. And he wasn't in his prime, I don't think, respectfully, for neither one of them. You know what I mean? Maybe he was closer to himself with Loma, but still ain't no excuse. If Loma was as good as what they said he was, the knockdowns happened too, but the fight was more competitive than it should have been if Loma was really the guy that they said he is. Your homegirl said Loma was better than Duran. Nah, he said somebody was saying Loma knockout Duran and somebody else she had mentioned. COBBS, yeah, corner to Cobb, bro. Loma because of KO. Nah, I still, but who beat him? That don't mean he beat him more convincingly because he got a knockout. That don't mean he beat him more convincingly. His fight was more competitive. Look at his face. His face told his story. Look at his face, and then look at his face, and then look at Devin Haney after he finished the fight with Linares, and you will see the difference. KO count more. I mean, that's subjective, but that still doesn't say anybody could get stopped or caught with a shot or hit with a barrage of punches and be stopped. That could happen, but this, to me, it still wasn't a cleaner fight than what Haney had. Just because he got a knockout, that don't erase the fact, and it was a 10th round knockout. So we got a chance to see how competitive that fight was. Haney fight was never that competitive ever. Yeah, he do talk crazy like a drunk Uncle BC. He do. And he dominated Linares. It wasn't even close. One judge had Linares winning the Loma fight before the stoppage. Jay Miller, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. This is the point that I'm trying to make. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It was a closer fight with them. It was more competitive. Haney washed them. Loma is overrated. I think he is too. I think he over-celebrated, overhyped, overrated. He's a good fighter, but he's not as good as what they told us he was. Loma's the most overrated boxer in the sport to me. His record says it all. Yeah, less than 20 fights and 2 losses. And still hasn't fought 20 facts. And turned pro at 26. Yeah. Turned pro at 26 years old. Haney black. It's harder to see bruises. Nah, it's just it wasn't nothing to really see. You see marks, you seen some marks on his face from the COBBS fight. You just ain't see it because Linares, outside of that punch, he wasn't able to do shit. He was getting beat up the entire fight. That boy got beat up for 12 rounds. It wasn't even close. Appreciate you, Queen. You just don't work too hard, lady. Do. So yeah, man, I don't know what that is. Not true. That's not true. The only thing is true about that statement is that he's black, but we all know that, or he's a melanated you know what I mean, individual. But nah, the marks wasn't there because he painted a masterpiece on Linares. That's all. It's just straight up. Linares got his ass handled. His most convincing fights to me was Regal and Russell. Regal 2 weights up, and Russell, I don't know what happened there. And Warren, that wasn't even like that. That wasn't even a convincing win like that. Word up, it wasn't. Oh man, because he got a majority decision right there. He got a majority decision, and remember, Gary Russell dropped Loma in that fight and didn't get the credit for it. So that could have shifted that fight. That was a majority win. And Gary Russell, I ain't even got to make no excuse for him. It was a majority win. Majority, you know what I mean? Majority decision. And Gary Russell ain't get credit for the knockdown. Yeah, that's a fact. He's trying to say because his skin is darker, the bruising don't show up as much. Nah, Haney ain't that dark. He light enough. I've seen him knotted up. I've seen him bruised up and knotted up a bit. Despite the KO by Loma, Haney had the easier night. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like people have to learn how to assess boxing. Getting a knockout does not mean you had the easier night. It just don't erase what all the action that took place before the knockout. Now, the way he handled and finished Linares, yeah, it was impressive. I give it to him. That was a good performance, especially after him getting knocked down and then putting it on Linares. And I believe he dropped Linares twice after getting dropped himself. You know what I'm saying? I believe, you know what I'm saying? He got dropped in 6 and he dropped Linares in the 10 and TKO'd him. Yeah, facts, those scales, man. He struggled in that fight. His face showed it. Lubin face got puffed up like Majin Buu from DVC. He didn't look any good. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, his face was a mess. They did Rigo wrong, but he signed no excuses. Yeah, making him jump the weight classes. He had to chase Loma, and that's another thing. He had to chase him there. You know what I'm saying? Before he got buzzed, Dad was on his way to stopping Linares. That shit was horrible. One-sided. Yeah, it was one-sided. He watched guy. No, he did. If he watched him, it wouldn't have been a majority decision, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what fight you was watching, but they obviously didn't see that because it was a majority decision. He clearly won more than 2 rounds. Gary beat Loma 6-4. Daddy. You got my boy Gary. He impressed me though. He impressed me with that. The scorecards is 116 to 112, 114 to 114, and 116 to 112. He clearly won more than 2 rounds. The guy, yeah, he did get a knockdown BC, but they just ain't give him no credit for it. They ain't give him no credit. Perfect example, Buster Douglas versus Iron Mike. A knockout may determine the fight, but not the boxer. Talk about it, bro. Facts on facts. Fury KO Wilder asked Fury if it was an easy fight. You dig what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, bro? Facts. Gary could have stopped Loma. He wasn't given a proper time to prepare to beat him. I think it was a 1 or 2 month notice leading up to that point. And so he had an issue with the scale too. He was dehydrated. I didn't see his power in that fight, so I knew something was off. I just didn't know what it was. Judges are biased towards American fighters, and there you go with that, man. We don't really even talk like that in here. That's easy to say that. You could say that about any fight, but I don't think that's the case. If anybody, like they was pushing Loma. That's the reason why he got the fight. What did he do to deserve to fight Gary Russell at that point in his career? What did he do? Gary Russell was 24-0 in that fight. 24-0. This man was 1-1. 1-1. He didn't even deserve the fight, to be real. We really being honest. So it biased my ass. Favoritism. Do you see the favoritism for Loma? Boy getting title shots in his first fight, second fight? Get what I'm saying? And he turned around, got him a nut. You get what I'm saying? Like, hell no, this dude crazy. Gave him a title shot in his first fight, WBO Intercontinental Featherweight title. First fucking fight. Like, that's favoritism if I ever saw it. And that's why they say how fast he became champion and did all of this. It won't be duplicated because nobody will be given the opportunities more than likely like that again in their career. I was disappointed in Gary. I thought he would have beat him. Yeah, I thought he would have beat him too. I thought he would have, but I believe what he said when he said he was dehydrated because he looked off. And he said it himself. He said he should have been able to stop that version of me, and he wasn't. And who got knocked down? Loma did. They just didn't give Gary. And that's why I say we say bias, but then that's the case. They would have gave him that knockdown. You get what I'm saying? They would have gave him that knockdown. It wasn't no bias there. It just was a better fight than what people want to believe it was. Loma won, but it was still competitive. Gary Russell did not lay down for 1 second in that fight. The fight of his career was a title shot. Yeah. Orlando Salido. And the first one, some WBO, some continental title. Like, you get what I'm saying? Dude been getting, even though it's like ain't no major title, but the dude been getting title shots since he started fighting. Damn near all his fights been title fights. Dude, man, I'm trying to tell you, that's privilege right there. That's favoritism. Gary didn't look sharp in training camp leading up to Loma, and if Gary had a better preparation, it wasn't dehydrated for whatever reason, but it stopped him. Loma was afraid going in against Gary. Yeah, Gary definitely put hands on him, man. It was a good win for Loma. I respected it. Gary was a cherry pick going wrong. Nah, bro, listen, you gotta understand. See, I don't know how much you know, but part of Loma signing on board with top ranking Bob Arum was that they got him a title shot early, or one or two of them. It was an agreement they had to get him them shots early. Just name another fighter who would have got a title shot that early. It wasn't a cherry pick. Gary Russell didn't pick Lomachenko. You get what I'm saying? Gary didn't pick him. They picked him. Gary ain't turned down no smoke. You get what I'm saying? Went the other way around. Gary wasn't thinking about that dude. First 3 fights were title fights. Yeah. Second and third world title shots. Facts. Facts, more facts. Some fighters get a lot more chances than others. And that's just what it is with Loma. He's a very privileged individual. It's just what it is. It ain't nothing I'm making up. You just look, you can follow his resume. You can see it. They still got the dude on the pound for pound list. I say that to say this. You have undefeated champions that don't be on people's pound for pound list, but you got a beltless lightweight with 2 losses in less than 20 fights still on the pound for pound list. Make that make sense. And you don't have an undisputed champion on your list. You get what I'm saying? Or you have him over undisputed champions, Lomachenko. There's no denying that. It's easy to see. There's no hate. It's none of that. It's just a clear-cut assessment. It's no excusing that. The dude, give any of those other guys his record, his current situation, and his record. They would be off the pound for pound list. It wouldn't even be a question. You know what I'm saying? Or Loma brings more sponsorships. Not sure if it's true. He probably do. I wasn't a KD watching slow-mo. Good ref. I think it was a knockdown. I do. I watched it slow-mo, fast-mo, real time. I thought it was a knockdown, but I ain't hear the Juan. It still was a majority decision win for Loma. It wasn't unanimous. You get what I'm saying? And a loss before a title shot sounds crazy. You get what I'm saying, BC? Nicholas Walters, yeah, he put hands on Nicholas Walters. But they did Nicholas Walters dirty, respectfully, because he was coming off a big ass layoff. Then they did some weird shit with the money. He ended up getting offered. He ended up getting less money than he did the initial time he was gonna fight him. It was some weird shit with that, and it just wasn't a smart fight for Nicholas Walters to take coming off a layoff. You get what I'm saying? An active Lomachenko, it just wasn't a smart fight, and they knew it. And for y'all that mentioned Nicholas Walters, he is making a comeback thrill here. I did do a video on it. Nicholas Walters is really coming back. Loma's first fight with the 2 WBO Continental titles leading. Salido getting beat up in the second fight, and third fight, Gary, which the WBO broke their rules to give Loma the protection to a BS title. That's what they did, bro. Second and third fight, world titles. Facts. Grail, salute. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Guys should have fought whoever was ranked over under him. Exactly. They just got Lomachenko. A1 Hoop Zone. Salute to my Brody. What's good with it, A1? How you feeling? Yeah, facts. K-Rod broke their own rules, and it's just clear-cut favoritism. It's always been that way for Lomachenko, and they never gonna be no different, yo. WBO would have sued and protected for political boxing and fraud. Gary should have been given extra title shot, and you know it. You know it. Facts. You know that wasn't gonna happen. You could possibly be on the pound-for-pound list with 2 losses and under 20 fights, and then the excuses they use is his honorable service to his country. He was pro before all the top flight. Yeah, and he was up there before that situation, so don't try that. Facts, Warren. Facts, bro. What way is he coming back at? Is it Feather? I think it's Feather. He having like a 1-fight situation, I think at 126, but I think he won it, or no, at 130 maybe, and he won a fight at 35. Dude said he won a fight at 35, if I remember correctly. And I'm like, man, all right, you've been out of the ring for about, I think it's been, what was it, like 6 years or something like that? All them had over 20 before he went off, and that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It should be crazy, bro. You just got to call it out when you see it. There's no hate. I'm always drilled at with my content. My content is not centered or based around hate. I'm not an emotional content creator that way. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? You know, just be, and I'm not biased. Like, I just call a spade a spade. Lomachenko has received, like, you know, obvious special treatment since he been a pro, since he turned pro. That's why he can fight. He obviously can fight. Gary could have been undisputed at 26. He beat Loma and he got robbed. And Loma got robbed. Bank getting gifted decisions against weak opponents that weren't certified. Loma is equivalent to Triple G, but just a quiet Usyk trying to sneak in the divisions that give him easy title fight wins. Telling you, look, he's a top rate product. Respectfully, y'all give me 2 seconds. Let me get something to drink real quick. My bad, y'all. Preferential treatment. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. That's a fact. That's a fact, BC. And that's just what it is, man. Just want to ask, why do you get more views on live stream? You deserve more viewership. Yeah, man, you know it. You know it. We're going to get there. We're going to get there, K-Rod. We're going to get there, bro. With the help of the family. I smashed the like button. With the help of the family, we definitely going to get there. We's gonna get there. And you know this is crazy when you got Stephen A. Smith chiming in on boxing.
Ryan Garcia is absolutely right, and we all need to support him on this. This is the damn problem with boxing, okay? The fact of the matter is Ryan Garcia is undefeated. Gervonta Davis is undefeated. They're both knockout artists. Terence Crawford is undefeated. Errol Spence Jr. is undefeated. Why the hell are we not getting these fights? Because promoters are holding the sport hostage and depriving the public of the fights we desperately want to see. Ryan Garcia is big time. Gervonta Tank Davis, that is the miniature Mike Tyson from Mike Tyson's heyday. Gervonta Davis is special. I consider him a top 5 fighter on the planet right now. And don't get me started with Crawford and Errol Spence. The fact that these guys are looking to fight, ready to fight, want to fight, but is being held up by promoters is the problem with boxing.
Yeah, man. I hate to say it, man. He usually don't know what he's talking about, but right there, he kind of right. The promoters is helping the fighters duck quality opposition, meanwhile talking crazy. And when you got Stephen A. Smith calling out what's wrong with boxing, then you know something wrong, man. You know something wrong. Wish they would the Loma fight, but I'm taking my money to move out of NY. Soon I could dig that. K-Rod. Loma's a very good fighter, but let's not overdo it. Yeah, he's a good fighter, but we ain't gonna overdo it at all. Triple G is a different dog than Loma. Gennady is a dog and earned his keep to a certain degree, because I don't like. I think Triple G was another one though, Warren. He's solid too, but he's another like manufactured champion to me. Like the way they pushed him, and then look at the way that they don't force him to challenge himself now. Like they kind of like he should have been fought some more people. Loma's a great fighter, and the hype, special treatment he gets makes it hard to like him. That's what it be, Jay. That's what it be. Stephen A. hairline getting better? Absolutely not. It's just as bad. That's where his hairline is worse than boxing. China's will get bigger. Yeah, it will, bro. It will. I had a couple of good back-to-back live streams. The last couple. So we going up, K-Rods, for sure. Keep putting that work in ESPN, pulling the strings on the puppet. Yeah, man. Facts. Get him, man. Get him. Oscar ass, man. Oscar been talking too much, and he got to put his fighter in there. If he feel like that, he got to put him in there. You got this bad, like I said, you got this badass trickle down effect, man. I'm gonna try to hear what people be scared of my questions I ask. I don't know why. Remember they was saying GG was better than Hagler. Yeah, and remember they was calling him the best middleweight of the last 25 years or some shit like that. That's how you know when it's manufactured and it's not organic. When they start force feeding you. And that doesn't make Triple G, that doesn't mean he's not a good fighter. But when we start saying, is he what they told us he was? No. But does that make him, he's a good fighter, a real good fighter, but he's older now, so I don't see him fighting some of these younger dudes no more. He's nowhere near one of my favorites. I never look at it. I was just giving credit to his longevity. Nah, he has some longevity, but I believed it was, let me say this, it was strategic. You get what I'm saying? His fights was very strategic, the way he went about his business, because it's a lot of fighters. There's some other dudes he could have definitely fought, and I don't see him fighting them now because he's getting older. I would tell you, I ran into Lubin in the past. Turner Stone Casino, Verona, like in January, in a Joe Smith car. He fought Steve Gaffard. Oh yeah. I'm shocked seeing him and getting nervous chatting with him. He's a huge person, but I'm way bigger than him. He's built like a super soldier with athletic traits. Yeah, Lubin is one of my cousin peoples, man. They was cool, close. Corey, what's good with it, Corey? Salute to you. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Y'all smash that like button. Anybody new in here, y'all sub to the channel, man. Let's keep growing. Let's keep building. We've been having this good boxing conversation with these welterweights and these lightweights. It's a lot that need to take place. And just so I don't miss nothing, too, Conor Benn gave up his license, like I said. He claimed he wanted the apologies to be as loud as the disrespect, but now that you fast forward to today, and they gave him an opportunity to prove his innocence, and he screwed that over and just went about his business and relinquished his license. So that, to me, looks like a guilty guy. You had an opportunity to prove your innocence, and you chose the latter. You gave up your license, so that's a sucker move to me. And something else I wanted to talk about, this Jermaine Ortiz situation, too, man. Hold on, man. Because Bob Arum said some shit that made me wonder, too. This dude say he don't know if Lomachenko gonna be ready to fight Devin Haney after he fight Jermaine Ortiz. And now you got Bill Haney. I don't know if y'all aware, you got Bill Haney saying he undecided if Devin Haney is gonna fight Lomachenko next. So at this point, I don't even know who to call a duck at this point. But these are two dudes that talked about each other for years. And now when the opportunity is pretty much about to present itself for them to fight each other, all the smoke about to clear, a path is about to line right up for them to be able to fight each other. You got both. You got the promoter. I know it ain't Loma, but you got the promoter saying he don't know if Loma. Why would he say that? He don't know if Loma going to be ready to fight a fighter like Haney next. Why not? Ain't he great? This is what I be telling y'all. Y'all said Loma great, right? If he's so great, why is he on his third tune-up? He's on his third tune-up. And I get it. He went and defended his country. Salute to him. I respect, mad respect for that. But the dude is on his third tune-up and his promoter is talking about after that, he don't know if he's going to be ready to face Haney, but he's supposed to be so great. So who is he going to fight then? Who is he going to fight? This is what I be talking about. These are the things people don't call out in the sport. And then just to be transparent and fair, on the other side of that, got Devin Haney said that he wanted to fight with Loma. He felt like beating him, fighting him would get him the respect from the boxing world that he deserved. Him. Been talking about fighting that dude for years. Now all of a sudden you got to go talk to your dad. Now I guess you talk to your dad. Now your dad is unsure whether or not you're gonna fight him. Yeah, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. Really can't make this up. Be a Triple G, probably be about to retire. Gotta be before Hagler with Dusty Triple G. Yes, sir. Sir, I was up there to 8. My youngest son, mom, was in the AC for Mary J. Oh, yeah, you just had it to Passaic. That's what's up, man. Salute, Brody, man. Appreciate you always pulling up. Since you've been here, you've been pulling up. I appreciate you, bro. Y'all smash that like button, man. We're going to be here for a bit longer. Just going to make a couple more points, and we're going to be up out of here. But, yeah, I think that sounded a little concerning, man. I was thinking that Lomachenko and Haney would be after Kambosos and Haney rematch and after Loma beat Jermaine Ortiz. I don't want to count Jermaine Ortiz out, but they're calling this dude to tune up, and I don't think they would have put Loma in there with somebody that they didn't feel like he could beat. But respect to Jermaine Ortiz. Hopefully he upset the apple cart. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I did a live on my last Instagram account. Comment down below and said, tell him you know me. And I brought it up with him, and you mentioned Nestor Bravo's name and kept it moving with him. Yeah, that's dope. Movement is a cool. That's what my cousin told me. Real cool. Yeah, man. I mean, shit. We in the space that we in, KY, we definitely could be reaching out to these fighters. I know I will soon. Mugabe will dust every middleweight right now. I'm telling you, Mugabe was different, bro. I watched that fight again more recently too. Hagler and Mugabe. That's one of my favorite fights actually to watch with Marvin Hagler. Train with him. Yeah, man. He get that dog work because he be with Kevin Cunningham. My opportunity to give Conor Benn to prove his innocence. This is news to me. Yeah, Ash. Damn, I wish I had the article right in front of me, but yeah, they were saying that he was supposed to have some type of hearing or something like that, and if he could prove to him that it was nothing faulty that he did on his behalf, then he could pretty much clear his name. But instead of him making that hearing, he screwed over the hearing. He didn't show up, and then he relinquished his license. Yeah, he had an opportunity. I'm glad I mentioned that. I didn't know if y'all knew that. Yep, he did. He definitely did. Yeah, it was different, man. He was definitely different. Haney should fight Loma at a catch weight, rehydrate higher to fight shit out of Loma. I don't think Loma gonna go higher than 35. That's why I heard somebody say something about Loma going to 40. I just don't think he'd do it. I don't think he would. You get destroyed by Mugabe. Man, them dudes just back in the day was relentless, bro. That's the main thing I seen. Relentless and tough as nails, man. Doesn't need to bow down to Loma. Yeah, nah, for sure no. But if Loma would do it, then yeah, whatever's in Haney's interest, cool. I don't care. Like, I just want to see them fight. Usyk came back and fought AJ. See what I'm saying, Jay? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying, Jay? And you see when dude brought up Loma and Usyk, I ain't say nothing about Usyk because I think Usyk is a real fighter. I think he's a real dog. He can fight. He got my respect. Not saying Loma don't got my respect, but you see the difference. If Loma was like a Usyk or like the guy that they told us he was, he would have came back and fought Devin Haney. If he could have. You get what I'm saying? He wouldn't have came back till he would have waited and he would have fought Devin Haney. The same way Usyk came back and fought AJ. That's a great point. And there's nothing nobody could say about that. Or better yet, I ain't even mad at the Jermaine Ortiz fight. Just secure the fight after the fact. You get what I'm saying? I see the bull coming already. The only name I heard Dev say was Loma, and now he got all of you so-called belts. So what's the excuse? Facts. Now they both, Warren, Bill Haney is saying he's not sure. He's not sure if that's next for Dev. And Loma promoter, which is Bob Arum, says he's not sure if Loma will be ready. I gotta find, where's that shit at that I watched, man, with Bob Arum. And he also, Bob Arum said, you could say anyone, even Floyd, was strategic. Yeah, but I say I could use another word, manufactured. Floyd wasn't manufactured. He was strategic, but he didn't have a manufactured resume. Some of these dudes are products of the machine. In Triple G's case, HBO, look how much HBO, a lot of that rhetoric that they used to spit out, you don't hear it no more because they're no longer in the sport. But they was the ones pushing those false narratives with Triple G. He's a good fighter, but he's not who they said he is. He's just not. Look at how many people he fought. Look at all them fights he had, and then look at tell me the best wins on his resume. And how many 50-50 fights have Triple G really been in? I'm telling you, it is shocking when you look at it that way. And it's not about slighting a fighter. It's just I don't let them tell me who's great. I determine that by what I'm watching, and if I know what it is. And if you constantly fighting guys that they know you're going to beat and you building up a knockout streak because of that, that's manufactured. That's about money. That's promotion. They're moving them a certain way because it's beneficial for their pockets financially. So they don't necessarily care. And he's getting knockouts. So they kind of kill the complaint factor from the fan by putting him in fights where he's going to get knockouts. So it's going to be entertaining. So people going to still tune into it. And a lot of people are going to be like blinded to the fact that these are strategic hand-picked fights. You get what I'm saying? They hand-picking these fights, manufactured resumes. That's what I call a manufactured resume. You fighting a whole bunch of guys they know you're going to beat. And most of them, they knew you was going to knock out. And I urge people this, y'all. Just follow me. When he fought the higher echelon of fighters, where them knockouts disappeared. You get what I'm saying? He fought Canelo 3 times, no knockout. Danny Jacobs, no knockout. You get what I'm saying? Who else was it? Dervinchenko, I believe. No knockout. You get what I'm trying to say? That shit be smoke and mirrors. And it's like boxing, a lot of people, when they look at boxing, they look at it from the surface level. I've been saying that a lot lately. You got to peel back the layers, man. It's easy to look at Triple G, see the record, like, dang, he got a lot of knockouts. Go through the resume. And I don't call fighters bums. I don't do that. You might hear me let it slip once or twice, but I don't call fighters bums. But you go through that resume carefully, you'll see how many people did he fight that was actually really picked to beat him or really had a realistic chance on paper to beat him. You get what I'm saying? And then when he did fight those guys, where those fights got closer to a 50-50, the fights was way more competitive and you didn't see a knockout. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not knocking them for not knocking out everybody, but it's something clear that I could see. It's like you knocked out a certain level of opponent. You've been able to do that every single time you get in there, but it's just a certain level of fighter you get in there with and you don't get no knockout. See how many times he fought Canelo and no knockout, not even close. Fought Danny Jacobs, knocked him down, no knockout. Those Camille Sarametas and those type of dudes, you know what I mean? Maradas, he knocked those guys out. He can knock those type of guys out, but not at the elite level. I think Haney's unsure about making the weight. He looked like a zombie at the weigh-in. Yeah, I could believe that. I could believe that though, because he did look like a skeleton now. Resume and Spence, Wilder, Crawford, Ortiz, and Boots. I don't know what you got against like your comments is very like based a certain way. Triple G ain't got a better resume than nobody. Nobody. You know what I mean? None of them dudes. He fought a whole bunch of guys that he was supposed to beat. And you know what I'm saying? He let an old Canelo beat him that just got his ass beat by Beaver. You get what I'm saying? He ain't got no better resume. That's your opinion. You can roll with it, but I don't think so. Loma small, 135. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I don't see him moving up. Marvelous has chopped the beast down. Yeah, great fight. Hell of a fight. I don't know, man. Mugabe, see, I don't know. Go, your comments is a little I'm seeing through them, man, because you come in a certain way. Everybody we mentioning is certain people is weak, but Usyk, Loma, who you just mentioned, somebody else is GGG, That's no coincidence. They all great, but everybody else, all the American fighters are bad. Weak resumes, this or that. I don't know if I like the way you comment right now. I remember you making a video about Shakur saying Keyshawn beats Haney. What do you think about that? And if they fought Keyshawn, I think Haney, I think it'd be a good fight, a competitive fight. But I think I know I understand Keyshawn pedigree as an Olympian silver medalist. I think he'd be able to make it competitive, but I think Haney might have the experience and discipline to be able to pull off a decision at this current point. I don't know if Keyshawn would be the guy to beat him with just 6 wins. You get what I'm saying? Just 6 fights. I don't think so. I think it'd be real competitive. I think Haney could pull that fight off. I really do. He's a top rank hype job. You know it. Shay Jackson was good with it. Loma haven't fought one. You tell them that they lose their shit. They think you hate. Versus Devin should fight at the catch weight. I mean, shit, if he'll do it, go for it. I understand if Loma fight. Yeah, it better be Loma. Facts, Ash. Nothing else. Nothing else. Loma. No, he don't have to fight Shakur for the people that's pushing that. No, he don't. No, he do not. If he fight at least one of these top dudes and then go up, that's not a duck. But I definitely think it should be Loma because of all the back and forth and him calling him Lomachenko. Remember, he called him that. Now you got to get in there and prove us that he's Lomachenko. You get what I'm saying? At 40, out hustling. No, he ain't. He at 60. He ain't out hustling nobody. He just gave us another fight with Canelo 3 years after it was supposed to happen. He ain't out, and then he fought a guy in Murata with what was Murata? Like 18-2 or something like that. Like he fought a dude with 18, 19 fights, some wild shit. Nah, he ain't out hustling shit. He holding on to them belts for dear life and keeping them hostage because he really ain't trying to challenge himself. That's being real. Name me his best fighters. He ain't out hustling nothing. He safe. That Canelo fight, he just gave us a 12-round sparring match. Right at this current point, Charlo beats Golovkin. Who else? Demetrius Andre to beat Golovkin. David Benavidez to beat Golovkin. I mean, just name him. Who else? Like that dude is not impressive right now. He showed me that he's a shell of himself. He should consider retirement. He really should. Devin is moving up. He should have said it. They Cambosis too right after the fight. Now that's a fact. And don't string us along. Don't string us along. See, you doing it again. I'm about to ignore you now. Now I'm mad at the Ortiz fight. Loma said his dream is undisputed. He could have made sure he got the Devin Haney fight right away. We would have had to worry about that moving up. And you hear Bob, bro. You hear Bob saying now he not sure if Loma would be ready to fight a fighter like Devin Haney after Ortiz. I'm like, what? Man, y'all sound crazy. I'm going to call it out both ways. And I like both fighters. I don't dislike Loma. I just don't like how they force feed him. He's a good fighter, a real good fighter, but he's not what they said he was. And I get it from a promotional standpoint. They're going to push him to be the best fighter possible. But for me, that's not realistic. That's bad promotion because when he don't live up to them unreal expectations that y'all set for him and we start calling it out, you won't have people in the comment section defending him. You can't defend Loma losing to a journeyman, then losing to damn near a prospect pretty much in Teofimo Lopez. The dude got 2 losses under 20 fights, and he about to have his 3rd tune-up, and his promoter is talking about he'll know if he going to fight Devin Haney next. And he been talking, this is what they've been talking about all the time. What is he talking about? And that go for him and Devin. I ain't trying to hear that. Unless you grew out of the weight, bro, I can respect it. If you physically grew out of that weight and it's just not safe for you from a health standpoint to make 135 no more, cool. Take your ass up to 140, but it don't get easier for Dev Haney after this point, y'all. He set the bar high for himself, and he's going to have to continue to be great. He got a lot of responsibility, man. Some people going to expect a lot out of that dude. Boy, didn't take all that calling his name, though. He took a few, but the relevant one, he fought. Facts, Warren. That moves to 140. Who does he fight next? Man. You know what? They not going to put him in there with a name that we know, Ash. I mean, we might know the fighter, but it ain't going to be a top one. And it's like, if it was one of the top guys, I could see it's going to be something safer for him, man. I ain't going to say it's going to be something safe like and I could be wrong as hell, like a Sandor Martin. It's going to be somebody that don't got a lot of punching power. You could believe that. And remember, I said this. I ain't good at guessing and calling all they plays. Sometimes I do it. But in this case, better believe if his next fight is at 40, they're gonna put him in there with somebody that don't got a ton of punching power. And if they're gonna try to make it somewhat respectable, Sandor Martin is inside the top 15, top 12 or so, something like that. I forget I had the list, but I could see something like that. And I think, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Martin is at 140, Sandor Martin. I could see something like that. Appreciate you, Shay. Appreciate you, bro. It's big money on manufacturing. Hey, bro. Hey, Corey. It's just what it is, bro. And that's no hate. Like, I need people to listen to me when I talk. You're never going to hear me hating on, I support boxing too much to be hating. I just call what I feel like is a spade. I call shit out that maybe people don't see or they don't want to call it out. But I don't make it about any one thing. I just call it out, man. Real is real and BS is BS. And a lot of times boxing be feeding us BS. I wouldn't mind him fighting Tia for one of them belts. Oh, Taylor said something about fighting Tia female. Or they talked about fighting Josh Taylor. So yeah, I'm cool with that. Another subject, check out Coach Prime today. JSU hosting game. Or Gary Antoine for a belt. Speaking of Gary Antoine, hold on. Yeah, he an old 32 though, Gold. He got over 60 fights. He been pro since he was 15 years old. My calculations, that's about 17 years professional. That's a lot of wear and tear. I believe Canelo Alvarez is an old 32, and I believe he's more out of his prime, more out of his physical prime than he's in. Like some people might not see it. I do. I think that's why he's staying away from certain styles and certain fighters altogether, because he's physically limited at this point in his career, and he has a very lazy approach. He's not the same. He throws less punches than he ever threw in his career, and that's a fact. You could just look at it and see it. Like he's changed a lot, and he don't move the same way. You know what I'm saying? He's still skilled. He still can fight. He's a real good fighter. Don't mistake what I'm saying, but he is not the same guy no more. He is not the same guy he once was. Absolutely not. And speaking of Gary Antoine Russell, it's crazy. Let me just show y'all how Tank be on people's minds, yo. Tank ain't even at 40. He fought at 40 once, but just listen to this, though.
When you look at 140, Gary Antoine Russell's there. Tank Davis has fought at 140. Ryan Garcia now just fought at 140. Teofimo Lopez fights now at 140. Which one of those fights interests you more?
Oh, Gervonta for sure. That's, me and him had some words already, so I think that, it's definitely between me and him. I think, if he's going to stay at 140. Now, you saying 140, but then Ryan Garcia called him out in Florida, said he got to come to 135. So it's like, what y'all going to do? Is it 140 or is it 135? I don't know, but eventually he will come to 140 back again. And, and if I'm a world champion, he'll have to say my name. And guess what? We might have to just get it on.
That's how much weight Tank name hold. They mention him even when he even in the weight class, and he already said he's staying at 35. Jacobs is a heavyweight. He's at 2. KO Jacobs who? Jacobs ain't no damn heavyweight. What Jacobs you talking about? What? We don't speak highly of Cinnamon here. Nah, we don't. I respect some of his moves in boxing. He has beaten some formidable opponents. I should say it like that. But a lot of his shit is smoke and mirrors too. Beating up smaller guys, having weight clauses in the contracts. Know what I mean? Like I said, just bringing up smaller guys to fight him. Just beating guys that we knew for a fact he was going to beat. He didn't participate in a lot of 50-50 fights. And then when he did, those fights be tooth and nail. I keep telling people Canelo Alvarez never dominated an elite fighter in his career, ever. In all them 60-plus fights he got, he never dominated an elite fighter ever. You name him and I'll tell you lying. He never dominated an elite fighter in his career, ever. His best wins came against people we knew he was going to beat, guys that were smaller than him or inferior to him in terms of skill. It's just what it is. It's like, that's not hate when it's a fact. Like, you can't prove me that ain't the case. He fought a lot, and that's the case for a lot of fighters too. But when you got that many fights, you really forced to look at it. You got a real big sample size to look at, and you could see he strategically moved a certain way, especially once he got that star status. The best thing that happened to him is the loss to Floyd Mayweather. And like my bro Mo City said, the best thing he got good at since fighting Floyd is picking his opponents. That's just what it is. The guy told you he don't want to fight Mexicans, and people won't even have a slight problem with that. And the only thing I have with Regis, what he was saying is he's speaking about a guy that's not in the weight division when he said Gary Antoine. He mentioned people that were in the weight division now, not Tank. Like, mention the guys that's in there. I want somebody to say Gary Antoine, they want to fight him. Because I know he'll want to fight. See Keyshawn and Haney. Yeah. Just not yet. I got Devin beating Keyshawn too. Yeah, right now, definitely for sure. Ask Keyshawn, got to get some more fights on this belt. Dev is a smart fighter. Despite how people, they ain't impressed with his style or they don't like it too much, he's very disciplined and smart. And he knows when to stay within himself. He know which fighters he could afford to go outside himself a bit and take more risks. But a fighter like Keyshawn, even at this pace, this early stage, he would fight him very disciplined and smart. He'd be smart. I ain't saying he won't take no chances, but he'd be very smart with that. About Frank Martin versus Loma. Shit, I ain't against none of that. They almost got the same many fights. Get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Let him swim in the water. As pro a minute, Keyshawn, that is. Yeah. Let him get his beak wet a little bit, you know. Keyshawn need 2 years before he's ready for facts. Corey, he needs some time. Respectfully, because Haney ain't no walkthrough. People ain't gotta like him, but that don't make him no less of a fighter. He's a good fighter. You just might not like his style. I appreciate his intelligence that he brings to the ring. But I do believe that against certain opponents, he's going to have to dig deeper than what he's dug in his career thus far. I think when he fights the absolute best, he's going to have to be his absolute best, and he's going to have to show that for a whole fight because he's an outboxer. He's not a knockout artist, so he's going to have to be able to put together game plans to outsmart and outthink his opponents for 12 rounds because moving forward, he won't get a lot of knockouts, respectfully, not at the top level. Shakur said about Keyshawn for business reasons, can't go against the stablemate. Yeah. Just unified Charlo Andre ain't doing that. Who you talking about Triple G? Charlo again, bro, listen. I'm not a weirdo. Charlo has to show us something. He's been inactive. The big fights have eluded him for whatever reason. The guys at 60, respectfully, are just not getting in there with each other. None of them. It ain't just Charlo. It's none of them. I always say that. Andre, his career has been plagued by bad business decisions, bad decisions from him, bad management, bad advice. You get what I'm saying? Just bad luck, period. But he's never ducked the opponent, and he's physically had to be at press conferences chasing people down. You get what I'm saying, bro? Just think about what I'm saying. Don't ever forget. I want y'all to ever, and we all remember this, but y'all don't ever forget this, man. It's a reason this shit was like this, man. Where is that at, man? Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. Don't ever forget it, though, man, because Canelo. One thing about Andre, y'all seen him physically pull up for smoke and people not want no problems. You know what I'm saying? You got this dude getting cursed out and him and his pops getting cursed out by Canelo. Remember, man, never forget this.
Get the out of here, man. Please get the out of here, man. It's my night. You, man. Hey, get the out of here because I'm gonna you out right now, mother. Oh, look at this guy. Horrible fighter. Payday. You want payday. I know that.
And you know what's the crazy part? The only thing that was true about everything Canelo said, he wanted payday. But that's the obvious fact because y'all prize fighters. So everybody wanted payday. So there's nothing wrong with wanting payday. But he more so wanted to get in the ring and show that you can't whoop his ass because he's been chasing you since 54 when you campaigned at 155 pounds because you didn't want to fight the best 154 pounders. So they created a whole division for you and allowed you to do your own thing. Meanwhile, you irresponsibly in front of all of those people told everybody that would listen to you that this guy's a horrible fighter. Meanwhile, since this time, you have lost again. You have lost a unanimous decision loss to Bivol since trying to convince the world that Andre is such a horrible fighter. No, in reality, if he was that bad, you would have been gotten there with him. You just don't want to get in there because you know it's a risk that you're not willing to take. And I think at this point, Andre beats him. I think Charlo beats him. Like, who else? Benavidez. I think Benavidez beats Canelo right now. Use each other to duck the real smoke. Facts, Jay. That's what it is. They look how friendly they was at the end of that fight. Triple shit and them hugging and shit. Like, after they just gave us a 12 rounds pay-per-view sparring match. Can't believe they just did that. Couldn't even beat old. He beat him. What do you mean he couldn't even beat him? He beat him. I don't know if you watched that fight. He beat him. Everybody beats GGG because he's old. Right now, yeah, definitely. But you know what, Corey? When he was younger, he still was avoiding real smoke. Just be honest. He was avoiding real smoke. It's other fighters he could have fought, more dangerous fighters. He fought a lot of fighters that we knew without a doubt he was going to beat before getting in there. He fought a ton of those guys. And I told y'all, when the fights truly was competitive and closer to 50-50, he struggled. You get what I'm saying? He struggled in those fights. He's another one. He ain't dominate no elite fighters either. He's another one. It's no disrespect. He just named the fighter that he dominated that was elite. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of that. He's a manufactured resume. Shields rematching Savannah Marshall. Oh, I did something on that, Ash. I don't know if you had caught it. I forget his first name. The Salitas, I guess her promoter, he said not next, but within the next 12 to 18 months, he could see the next year, the year and a half, he could see the rematch taking place on U.S. soil this time. Yeah, he said he could see it. So he said they'd probably try to get her a different fight, maybe in the Middle East, Africa, or maybe Detroit, somewhere like maybe where she's from, maybe a homecoming fight, something like that. And then after that, they'd be looking to revisit Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall rematch. In the States, though. Be no excuse when we see Haney versus Loma if he gets by Ortiz, and that's on both sides of the table. And that's 100% facts. I just wanted to be clear. That's why I try to call it out on both sides. These dudes got to fight each other. Y'all been doing too much posturing and talking. Now that the smoke is about to settle and the dust about to clear, y'all acting like y'all don't know. Nah, get y'all asses in there. You don't think Devin's going to move up and fight for a belt right away? I want to say he's going to try to stay for one more fight, but honestly, I'm unsure now, Ash, because he said he got to talk to his pops. Now his pops saying he unsure. It's like, oh, man, I don't know. It's in question. It's like I'm 50-50 on that. I'm 50-50 that he fight Loma, and then the other 50 that he try to go up and do what you said. Like, that's how I see with it. I'm 50-50 with that. You get what I'm saying? And people definitely going to call him a duck, but if he truly physically like, yo, it ain't healthy. But again, that whole I got a nutritionist and you just made the weight easy, but he did look like a skeleton. So it's weird, man. I just hope we can at least get him versus Loma. I hope he can make that weight at least one more time. The Super 6, yeah, that's what I put in the thumbnail. Shakur Stevenson suggested it. I think it was a good suggestion. Fight the same dude, Ocampo. Yeah, Thrill Hill. I'm telling you, bro, they're going to do something like that. Him, Sandor Amar, I'm telling you, they're not going to give him somebody that got some real punching power in there. Martin Food at 140. Man, I'm telling you, Sandor, that's who they're going to put him in there with. Somebody like that. Watch, I could see it. Be one of those people expecting continued greatness from Devin. I rock with him heavy, but I have high standards. Yeah, facts, St. Louis, because he set the bar high, respectfully. So you got certain people feel like he peaked St. Louis. Some people feel like he's not going to get no better. And they feel like his performances all look the same. And I'm telling you, a lot of times it's all who it's coming from. If it's not coming from a person that's a hater, that's somebody giving you their honest opinion, all you could do is respect it. You could disagree or not agree with it, but I've heard that a time or two. I heard that once or twice. Some people feel like he already peaked out and he got as good as he going to be. Now, that would be bad simply because he only 23. And if you already peaked out and plateaued, you're not going to get no better. That's going to be scary. He's a good fighter, but he's too basic to get hit. Worse by the top 10s. But I'm down to go see him face Hitchens or Montana Love. I think that's something that could happen. A Montana Love, or Richardson Hitchens, but not right away. 140 is crazy. Stack fact, Ash, and it's about to get more once Haney go up there because he going soon. He ain't got long at 35. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Love might lose to that Spark guy. Oh shit, he did. Love just gotta stay focused, yo. Like he just gotta stay focused. He in one of those situations because he got the skill and the talent. Like the main thing we question is his discipline. You get what I'm saying? And that's big. That's big. So if he could, be more disciplined and not be so much of a showman and more of a, like, you know, unless you do what you do, sell yourself, market yourself, but cross your T's, dot your I's in that gym, bro. Make sure you coming on weight. Don't come no 3.5, 4 pounds overweight type shit. Before the boot camp, before the welterweight division, I'm telling you, got Frank beating Loma, that would be fire. I'm telling you, he better than what people think. He really is. When the Canelo peak, shit, man. Shit, he got a little bit better after losing to Floyd, to me. But I think these last, if I really go pull up his resume, I could tell you honestly where I felt like he started slowing down. You get what I'm saying? The fights, just like I said, he's never dominated an elite fighter ever. Like when the times that he fought, like, you get what I'm saying, the top tier fighters, no doubt them fights be mad competitive. The Regis be on tank. Yeah, facts. My bad, y'all. Let me speed up. My bad. Let me speed all the way up. I ain't know. Tay, salute, Queen. My bad. Damn, I know I was just, man. Yeah, man. Nah, Charlo and beat Canelo, Andre. Yes, Benavidez. Yes. Yo, Canelo, his grace. Canelo slowed down a ton, bro. My bad, y'all. Ghost, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling, bro? Pull the table, Golden Boy matchmaker. Concern he sent offer to Charlo. What were we saying, Shay? Oh, yeah. I told my son Shields don't need the rematch. Nah, she don't need it, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it if it was in the States because of the level of the fight. It was a real good fight. At the Garden be lit. Facts. Canelo ducked Demetrius, no Charlo. He moved up when Demetrius was in line. Never Charlo. Y'all Charlo fans living up. Ish, bro did. Oh, yeah. At the end of the day, to me, I think Canelo just avoided quality fighters. Both Charlos, Demetrius Andre, and he doing the same thing at 68. Avoiding top competition and fighting the people he want to fight as opposed to the people he's supposed to fight. He needs to fight Loma at least before he goes up, though. I want to see that, too. Andre hasn't beaten a champ. He's 40-year-old prospect. He ain't 40. I think Andre is, 35 now? So you can't call him that. You can't call him 40. But I'll say this. I played that clip for a reason. That was Andre he was talking to, pulling up. Did you see him? He pulled up on the Charlos. He pulled up on Canelo. He done called him every name you could call him, man. They don't want to fight him. He can't force these dudes to get in the ring. They don't want to fight him. Show me where Andre is ducking somebody. You get what I'm saying? We known it. Like, if he go to 68, that'll be his third weight class he been in with Canelo without losing. Canelo still ain't fought him because he want people to believe he's such a horrible fighter. When Canelo was clear that he fought considerably worse fighters than them. And I always said, Callum Smith, Rocky Fielding, I mean, Abney Yildirim, they all them dudes. None of them dudes are better than Andre, but he fought all of them. He gave all of those dudes an opportunity. Get what I'm saying? But when it comes to a real threat, he don't want to do it. Saul Montana, Black Mexican heavyweight fighters. Andre 34. I want him to be 40 and gone so bad. Yeah. Facts, bro. Facts. Andre. Yeah, I got you. K-Rock. My bad, y'all. I was behind. I was that far behind, y'all. My bad. Andre has beaten the champ, but I got tape of Andre making Charles stutter. So we saying, yeah, man, Andre, yeah, he messed up some things. That's why I said it's a mixture of things. You got to peel back the layers with him. Some of it been self-inflicted. I mean, bad advice, bad management, but bad luck too. I like Andre, but this is what I be saying when it come to these dudes, especially Andre. He's not no duck-ass fighter. He's pulling up the dudes after their fights, trying to get smoked respectfully and getting cursed out because of it. Come on, man. That ain't no real man shit that Canelo did. Although I laughed at it because it's funny just hearing him speak English and talk crazy like that. It's a little funny. But it's still, when you stop laughing, you still look at it, you real enough to say that ain't no real man shit, though. I'm a little silly, so shit be funny. But at the end of the day, that man respectfully pulled up, try to ask for a fight, and you end up cursing him and his pops out. And that's real man shit. No real fighter don't do shit like that, bro. He's a real fighter. He would have fought the man. You out here, you're a horrible fighter. You trying to be a comedian, then you go up there into 175 and Beagle made you look like a horrible fighter. You get what I'm saying? Knock it off. Like Demetrius Andre pulled up on the Charlos and asked them dudes, what's up with a fight? When you think we can make a fight? Congratulations. I don't mean no disrespect. Like a man, like a fucking man. When do you think we can make the fight? I'm not a matchmaker. And I like the Charlos. But I get it. But when we talk about Demetrius Andre, it ain't just black and white. I need to hear people really put things in perspective. Like, yeah, he got some self-inflicted moves he made. I get it. Just like Go saying, yeah, he made some mess ups. But at the end of the day, these dudes don't be wanting to fight him, yo. They don't. And we can't keep ignoring that. We can't keep ignoring that he about to be in his third weight class. He go to 68. That's his third weight class with Canelo. And like I said, since calling him a horrible fighter, he lost again, y'all. 12 rounds, he got outboxed clean. That people gotta give Demetrius Andre more respect than that. The hell with that. Because who do y'all got beating him? It's a reason why these dudes don't want to fight him. I'm telling you, if he was so horrible, how Canelo said, he would have gotten in there with him. I guarantee you that. I could put that on anything, y'all. I put that on anything. The same reason, and I know this would be my opinion. I can't pass this off as fact, but I strongly believe, humbly, if David Benavidez did not lose his belt for the second time, Canelo Alvarez would not be an undisputed 168-pound champion. I could guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. That's saying something. And that's the dude that people be arguing for. You can't justify moves that he make. You just can't do it. I hate to beat a dead horse, but that dude he's not the face of boxing. He'll never be. He just make a lot of money for the sport of boxing, but he's not the face. That his resume is very deceiving. He got a lot of dudes up there, but look at the time in which he fought these dudes, man. I don't be trying to hear that. Canelo should be getting me hot every time, yo. They do it every time with this dude. He ain't that guy. He just ain't. Darryl, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, Brody? Never be Canelo to call Andre the horrible fighter when he got filled in your Durham on his resume. Liam Callum too. You get what I'm saying? What we talk, and you fought Angulo, bro. You fought Angulo. You fought Josecito Lopez before. That shit, it blows me, y'all. When he used, that's a weak excuse. That's code word for saying I don't want to fight you. Telling you, man. And any man, put fanship aside, take the feelings out of it. Do that sound like that's something a real champion to say? He pulled up and respectfully asked for a fight. He got to get cursed out. Then you got Eddie Hearn, whole ass talking about Demetrius. Not right now. When is he supposed to call him out, bro? Social media don't work. Getting interviews with other platforms calling him out his name don't work. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up after this fight. I'm going to tell him, congratulations, but when you think we could fight? That is the way to do it. Talking about some not right now. Damn, you just kissing Canelo ass. You act like somebody can't call this dude out. Man, I like the way he pulled up on him, man. Call his ass out. He don't want to fight. That dude don't want to fight, y'all. Don't want to fight. And he get the demand y'all money. That's why I be mad when people be justifying it. He get the demand y'all money, and y'all really don't mind paying for him to watch him spar somebody with no headgear, with a big crowd. Come on, man. That lazy dude. He lazy, man. And some of it is just honest wear and tear. He got over 60 fights. He's got very complacent in the ring. He's never going to fight these dudes that he's fighting. The longer it go, he's never getting in there. He's just too old. He's too old. Andre Duck Parker and John. How he ducked both of them, bro. Damn. You just want to say that. You really, and you believe that. So let me ask you this, Gold. Who did Canelo duck? That's going to determine if I even engage with you anymore. You say, Andre, all right, cool. He ducked Parker and Johnnebeck. Who did Canelo duck? That's what I want to know. Who did Canelo duck and who did Triple G duck while we at it? Because you vouched for them. The only legit name that you threw out there that I ain't got no complaints about is Alexander Usyk, because he a real fighter. Whether you like him or not, he a real fighter. And I like him. I rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Lopez was a replacement for Paul Williams. What? Lopez who? You talking about Josecito Lopez was a replacement for Paul Williams and Canelo? Paul Williams and Canelo ass wasn't fighting no Paul Williams. He think he fooling. He ain't getting in there. He ain't getting in there with Paul Williams. Hell no. For Chavez Jr. by Andre horrible. You see what I'm saying? Go down his resume, is smoke and mirrors. It's a lot of fluff, bro. A lot of fluff. Everyone said Parker was trash. Bro was getting 250. So he said, forget this. Call Sampson and PBC to make Benavidez. How's that a duck? And this is what I urge y'all. Look, man, we got to be more more. We got to pay attention more. We got to be more accountable with our comments. Like, we just saying anything is not cool. Like, saying just anything at this point, you're a diehard fan, you got to really know the facts. Why would that man fight for 250, yo? Why would he fight for 250K, man? Seriously, though? An undefeated Olympian that was a champion in 2 divisions, you going to fight for kibbles and bits, yo? An undefeated fighter that he's fight. Come on, man. Make that make sense, yo. They know what they be doing. You offer him a BS deal, so he know he ain't gonna take it. So you could try to push it that he ducked your fighter or he ducked somebody. Let's be real about this. Ain't nobody. He ain't supposed to take no kibbles and bits. Know what I'm saying? Pay that man. Maybe we'll cross over and beat him. And Charlo shouldn't be complaining about splits when he doesn't sell higher pay-per-views. Who you talking about, Charlo and Andre? I just know they kind of need each other right now. Shit, they could use a fight. Being one battle away from undisputed at 160 don't work either for Andre. So what the fuck is he supposed to do? That's what I'm saying. Yo, these dudes don't want to fight him. They don't. Andre gets no respect because he doesn't fight anyone. He's too inactive. He's not worth the risk because he's a high risk, low reward type of fighter. But again, let's just break down what you said, because some of what you said, that's true. He's been inactive. He's been injured. But let's focus. Let's rewind a little bit. He ain't always been inactive. This is more so something as of late. He's been inactive as of late. But if you rewind, he wasn't inactive. And why is he a high risk? Because he can fight. This is why he's not fighting anybody. He can't make these. I played that clip for a reason, y'all. How is he supposed to get the fight? Y'all explain this to me. You can't say he don't deserve the fight when he clearly fought people that we all know. Canelo fought people that we all know Andre to beat up. We know this. So what is he supposed to do? He's showing you. I'm telling y'all, he pulled up on the Charlos and he pulled up on Canelo. Look at the response that he get. He got to get cursed out because he want to fight. Y'all not seeing the bigger picture. Think about that. All right, saying he's not fighting nobody is true, right? But again, that's surface level information. You could look right at his resume and go, that's surface level shit. You could look up and down his resume and say, damn, he ain't really fighting nobody. You peel back them layers and you got to ask the very first question. Why is he not fighting anybody? It's more than one factor that go into that, but we know a big factor is people like Canelo just doing any and everything to avoid fighting him. The man fought at 155 pounds, y'all. That's why I said I still ain't heard nobody justify that. That's bogus. The last time I said that, dude asked me, when did he fight at 155? I said, I'm done, man. It's over. I ain't talking to you no more. Ask, man, what's good? What's good with you, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? You know, these boxers aren't on the fight just to see him, so watching all take place. Yeah, man, a lot of it. And you when you observe, bro, it's a lot that you catch and you start knowing who ducking. That should be more. A lot of it be smoke and mirrors, man. There be shit going on behind the scenes. People out here getting lowballed. They out here playing with people money and careers. It's a lot of little snake shit. We know the quality of an Andre. These dudes, tell me why Canelo couldn't have said, yeah, you know what, we can make it happen. He fought Caleb Plant, y'all. Why he can't fight Demetrius Andre? Demetrius Andre is undefeated. He's still undefeated. Caleb Plant since lost him. I guarantee you he won't knock out Andre. Right now he won't. I know it. I know he won't. This is why he won't fight him. I'm telling y'all. Y'all got to really open y'all minds, man. Open y'all, pay closer attention to these fighters. Some of this shit is good promotion and manufactured products, man, of said promotion. That's what these dudes are. That's a lot of these dudes are that. It's fluff. Do that mean he can't fight? Nah, he can fight his ass off. But it's still a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. I don't care who say it. I don't care how long they've been watching boxing. I don't care what coach, trainer, former boxer. I know what I'm watching. I'm watching a dude duck quality competition while making every excuse in the book not to fight him, and people support it. That's crazy to me. Nah, man. Fight them dudes. Fight them. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that too. Goes D, man, my bro. Triple G, man. Yeah, Duck Ward. You know about it. You get what I'm saying? Jamal and Andre don't want to fight these dudes, yo. We don't. Munguia is another one, bro. Another product of a manufactured resume. You tell me I'm lying when I read a whole article that said their plan is to get him to 40-something and 0. I forget the exact number, so pardon me for that. But I know I read directly their plan is to get Munguia record to 40-something and 0. Come on, man. That's clearly telling me you padding this dude record. You ain't even trying to put him in there with nobody. It's a lot of that going on. I don't care about how many knockouts he got. I seen his last fight and he was getting beat up until he knocked dude out. Like, yeah, he did do that, but that's not a duck. See, and again, I'm pretty sure you was following. That's how you know that, right? But that's surface level shit. Remember, I just urge people to think a little bit deeper. You got to ask yourself, why would he pull out the fight? He wasn't injured. He damn sure ain't scared. You get what I'm saying? Remember I mentioned bad advice, bad management, somebody telling them they could get him more money and then left him high and dry. You get what I'm saying? And look how long ago that was. Them boys should have been circled the block and gave that man the fight. They should have wanted to beat him up for wasting their time before. Instead, they used that as a direct reason not to fight him now. And to me, that's suspect behavior. And I rock with both of the Charlos. But you can't use some shit that happened, 8-10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And hold it again, fight him. You know what I'm saying? Fight his ass. Publicly apologize for his mistakes. Yeah, it's facts. It's facts. And every party involved. And to my knowledge, Rock Nation told him they can give him more money and then left him high and dry. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't just as simple as surface level shit. When I say that, it's like, all right, we can see you pulled out. But you're going to stop there. You ain't going to ask no questions. You're just going to be like, he don't want to fight. That's why. Nah, just listen to it. So bad advice. You got a team for a reason. He was giving some advice that probably wasn't in his best interest. Obviously, look how the situation played out. But you never seen him be scared of somebody. Those same Charlos, that's them same people. He since then was there calling them dudes out for a fight. That's not smoke and mirrors. That's not him fronting. That's him trying to revisit. Like, look, that shit was in the past. Can we make this fight now? And them dudes never want to do it. Show me one dude that say yeah to Charlo or Andre when he call him out. Give me one dude that say yeah, I'll fight him. The only ones that's willing to fight him is the dudes he been fighting. That's why I say with Andre, it is frustrating because we know he has self-inflicted wounds and he has some things where we as fans we can't really make an excuse for it. His mistakes have been made on his behalf, yes. But do that mean he should never get the fight ever? That shit happened a long time ago. Motherfuckers done grown up since then. These grown men. Why don't they want to fight? Because they know it's a tricky, hard fight. They know it. They know it. Just like bro said, high risk, low reward. He can't be high risk if he can't fight. That's my whole point. He is a very high risk, but they can't use that as how long they're gonna use that excuse. Meanwhile, fighting other guys that they know they could beat. We know that's an excuse. That belt shit is an excuse. If it's a good fight, make it. I'm an advocate for that. I don't care about no belts. Them belts don't determine the quality of the fighter. The quality of the fighter holding the belts gives the belts its value. I'm going to always say that. I've been saying that for a little while now. I'm going to keep saying it. Yeah, kind of, bro. The Mayweather effect. But you know what? And the problem with them, shame on them, bro, because what worked for Mayweather is not going to work for nobody else. And anybody that thinks differently is a fool. You can take certain things from Mayweather and try to implement them into your career if you know what you're doing. But it will always be wise of somebody to move how they move as opposed to how they think they seen another person move. And that's their problem. You got too many people trying that, but it ain't working because they not doing what Floyd did. You get what I'm saying? He really fought champions. He really fought a lot of them. Like these dudes ain't even willing to do that. So they more so they going a bit farther than Floyd. Floyd, to me, I don't think his O was protected. I think he took a lot of challenges and way more than what people give him credit for. You get what I'm saying? I think these new dudes, they're trying to do with what they assume Floyd did or what they're trying to emulate what they think Floyd did, and they're doing a very bad job at doing it. That shit only worked for him. It's not what worked for Floyd. It was not going to work for these dudes, man. In fact, literally the week, he did ask for a contract for another date because neither can start training. That's a fact. And again, it's like fights fall out and don't happen and shit all the time. But do that mean I don't never go revisit that and try to make the fight ever? Do that mean that? You get what I'm saying? What sense would that make? Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to try to make the fight ever again because he pulled out before. He's just going to do it again. That's a weak excuse, man. It's a weak excuse. You know what I'm saying? That shit weak, man. They just know that man ain't easy to beat. So just lost respect for Charlie. Didn't see it, but your word is good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, Warren. He did that. Yeah, he pulled up on him. And they was already about to take it as disrespect. He like, yo, it ain't no disrespect. Like, yo, no, I respect you, bro. Congratulations on the win. He like, yo, but when do you think we can make it happen? Charles said, I'm not a matchmaker. Say, yo, come on, man. You do, and that's me calling it a spade, and I rock with the Charlos. I seen that. I'm like, yo, this is exactly why he can't get fights, yo. Because he pull up on press conferences and dudes be threatened. I ain't no excusing that. Ain't no excuse why ain't none of them dudes fought him yet. But they keep, and it's crazy because the more time go on, the less likelihood of those fights happening. He's getting up there in age. Telling you, they're either gonna try to wait him out or wait till he got a bad performance, then they're gonna want to fight him. I've seen this story play out 1,000,000 times in boxing, man. It's whack. It's whack. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You can look it up, bro. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure it's right there on YouTube. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up while I'm here. Let me see something. Let me see if I might could pull it up real quick. All right, I'm about to play it for y'all. I'm about to play it for you, bro. Appreciate everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button for me. Let me play. I'm gonna play this little clip for y'all.
Like I said before, I haven't dodged anyone and everyone that fight the best in the world, you know. Definitely, I'm out here to fight the best in the world, you know. Like I said before, I haven't dodged anyone and everyone that they put in front of me. I just tend to do my job. I'm not a matchmaker or any of that, but of course, I heard the name before. He was supposed to fight my twin brother, and that didn't work through. But you know, one day, I guess, you know, when the terms get right, and we can work some up.
Right here, question. Just so you know.
Does the community know you guys?
I thought you were not going to do that. You said yesterday in the interview.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. Congratulations, brother.
Now, real quick, let me just stop it. Already they bitching. You said you were not going to do that yesterday. What is wrong with y'all? That's clearly this the fight business. Y'all acting like some hoes. I thought you wasn't going to do that. He already is. This the guy? You already threatened. The dude ain't even got a word out yet, and y'all already bitching. Niggas is weird, man. Weirdos.
I thought you were not going to do that. You said yesterday in the interview.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. Congratulations, brother. It ain't even like that, man. You did what you had to do. I respect everybody that stepped into the ring. I'm not coming here being disrespectful. What I have to say is, when do you think we can make that happen?
Soon. I mean, soon as your team and you get, you know, your stuff together. You know, I don't know about. I'm not a matchmaker, bro.
When do you think we can make that happen?
Soon. I mean, soon as your team and you get, you know, your stuff together. You know, I don't know about
being disrespectful. What I have to say is, when do you think we can make that happen?
Soon. I mean, soon as your team and you get, you know, your stuff together. You know, I don't know about. I'm not a matchmaker, bro. When it comes to time, I'm not a matchmaker, bro. When it comes to time and it's time to fight, I'm not dodging nobody. I'm not dodging anybody. You're undefeated too, right?
You know. Oh, you know everything about me.
Oh, I do.
Yes, you do. You guys are still underneath me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm off that.
We can definitely make.
Well, you know, we're going to see.
Hey, yo, J-Rock, yo. I appreciate you.
Yesterday you gave an
interview for stepping up.
You was 1.2, right?
Excuse me. I appreciate J-Rock stepping up to the plate and fighting another undefeated fighter and 154 pounds. That's a J-Rock interest. Next question. Hey, yo, ain't nobody being disrespectful. Ain't nobody being disrespectful. Ain't nobody being disrespectful though.
Boss, and I'm a white guy. Yo, over here, man. What's going on? A lot of us, everyone obviously here had it
Chill.
Going into the last
you can
round
see
of
me
the
in
fight
the ring.
turned out really even. What were you seeing when you were successful in the ring?
The ring.
What were you seeing when you were successful in the ring?
Okay, guys, calm down, okay? So please, start again.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. See what I'm saying? That's chump activity right there. Big Cheesy, what's good with it, Brody? That's chump activity right there, bro. He told that man no disrespect, none whatsoever. I appreciate what you did. You did what you had to do. When do you think we can make the fight? You get what I'm simple and plain. Like, when do you think we can make the fight? Dude damn near start stuttering. I'm not a metric when you and your team get your stuff together. What you mean they get their stuff together? He pulled up on you like a man, and you got these dudes protecting you. I don't respect that. I've never respected that from them. And there's no defending it. They don't be wanting to fight.
Yo,
Andre Duckloach, we just talked about that, bro. I guess you're just gonna believe what you want. So, like, you're not logical, so you're just gonna say anything. All right, he ducked him, right? Because he pulled out a fight. He ducked him. What was the problem with them saying something about fighting him? You got Charlo talking about here, see him outside the ring. They always want to be tough. Get your ass in the ring. He said he trying to do it in the ring. You talking about I see you outside the ring too. That's sucker behavior. You're not gangsters. Y'all fighters, man. Y'all box. Get in the ring. That's another sucker move. That's a sucker response. At what point did he disrespect him at first? It only went that way because they started whining already. He said, y'all underneath me. You know everything about me. But it's the fight business. He started off respectful. If y'all had just answered the question like men instead of being suckers and all emotional, then y'all wouldn't even have to do that. They snatching the mic from him and all that, man. These dudes is girls, man. They be like little girls. K-Rod, what's good with it, K-Rod?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, could I chime in on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. First of all, Jermall Charlo and Jermell Charlo had the best opportunities to fight Andre when they were at 154.
Mm-hmm.
But the real question is that why didn't Charlo just beat up Andre for the WBO belt or at least the WBA? Because at that time frame, Charlo, he did get the IBF, but I think he said in like one interview, like this is like years ago, back in like I think that was ranging from like 2013 heading into 2016. Charlo did say that, you know, him and Andre could have fought for like a title eliminator or at least like a vacant belt, because at that time frame, Canelo, he had the WBA or, you know, any of those belts, but once he lost to Floyd Mayweather and Floyd, you know, ended up vacating it, I think like the next line of champions were automatically going to be Andre and then Charlo, and then I think Cornelius Bundridge, he had a title, but then Charlo beat him for it.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, it's like, you know, Andre tried his best, and I don't, you know, blame him for it. You know, I don't think Andre is as stupid as Terence Crawford when it comes to business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I'm Andre, like, why would you try to, you know, like, I don't know, like, I think Andre, when it comes to business, he tries to say that, you know, all he wants to do is, you know, try to let the fights happen. But, you know, the thing is like, wasn't Andre, you know, on some big promotional deal with HBO, and as soon as HBO went down, Andre, like, he could have switched over to the PBC, right? And, you know, get those fights made with Charlo and all those guys. So I was just like very curious of like why that never happened, because it's like Andre, he didn't really have any like promotional barriers holding him back. So I just think like where things are at within his career, he could have easily had all these big fights under his belt, but it's just like the business politics, or maybe the fighters such as like Charlo and all those guys are just basically, you know, ducking him and blackballing him. Because if Andre, like, you know, like if Andre wants to really fight, then he'll take any contract that's sent to him, as long as, like, you know, the money's fair. But
yeah, I think that's part of the problem. They know they doing that, lowballing him. He was once, I think he was supposed to make a 7-figure payday. They went from that to some 250K. And then to add to your point when you say blackballing, and the reason why I could strongly agree with that, because around that time when that situation fell out, you had Jermell Charlo going on a rant. And this is what I don't respect either, because we all men, bro. Like, if you don't like them, you don't like them. But to just say, like, you know, you weak. Ain't no real niggas in Rhode Island. That shit weak, man. Focus on that weak ass bar. It ain't no money in this boxing shit for you. Nah, we ain't fighting you. Like, that's exactly what you talking about. That's that blackball mentality. That's weak. And I never supported that. So that don't make Jermell Charlo no less of a fighter, but off principle, like on some man shit, that's sucker behavior. Like, you shouldn't want a person not to be able to feed their family as well. You feeding yours. And again, if this dude wasn't a threat, people would be more quick to chomp at the bit to fight him, man. We just know what it is. And all this, he ducked this one and that one. We got to stop irresponsibly just putting that out there like that. Just because fights don't materialize don't mean he ducked. That's not ducking. Get what I'm saying? It's a lot of fights that be about to happen or they don't materialize. They fall through, negotiations fall through, and people go other directions. We got to start doing a better job at identifying what a duck is. And again, you keep saying Andre ducked all these people, and I've been asked you, if you gonna say all of that, who did Canelo duck? I want to know who Canelo ducked, because you saying Andre ducked this one. Your list getting longer and longer. I just want to know who Canelo ducked. You say he ain't ducked nobody, I ain't reading no more of your comments, bro. Like, you just talking to yourself at this point. I want to know who he ducked. Drew, what's good with it, bro? You get what I'm saying? I didn't even know you was in there listening, bro. You see how he starts stuttering? It's straight up and down, like, get out of here, yeah. And think about it. Look how emotional they start getting. Look at, and I like these dudes, so I'm just calling a spade a spade. I ain't no fanboy. Look at the little brother, mad as hell, talking about fighting him outside the ring. That's sucker behavior, bro. Y'all don't fight outside the ring. That's not gonna benefit none of y'all. Y'all gonna be in jail somewhere. Y'all high profile athletes. You think y'all gonna fight and people ain't gonna know about it? Come on, man. Stop talking stupid. Neither one of y'all responded like a man in that situation. He started off with respect. This is where I'm going. Y'all got to remember that's his second one. I showed y'all 2 clips. He pulled up on Canelo. He got him and his pops got cursed out. He pulled up on Charlo. Both of them. The little brother wanted to get smart. Big bro ain't a matchmaker. He starts stuttering. They got people snatching the mic from him. Come on, man. You can't. That's wanting to fight. That's intent. You think he fronting? He wanted to fight, bro. These dudes don't be wanting to fight him. And then you know what people say? No, Andre ain't fighting nobody. He trying to fight your favorite fighter, whoever that is, man. Like, get what I'm saying? Ghost sent me another clip. Yeah, appreciate that, Ghost.
Who's Andre going to fight now? Because
I know. I wish I knew. I don't know. Yeah, like he need a pivotal fight, bro. I got you, Ghost. I'm about to play it. Andre gets ducked, but he shoots himself in the foot at the same. And Corey, that's a fair statement. You get what I'm saying? That's what Ghost been saying, and that's Ghost peoples. He keeping it real. Yeah, some of this stuff been self-inflicted, but that's one side of it. The other side of it, he's been adamant about wanting to fight these dudes. They don't be wanting to fight them. And how long is they gonna say I get a belt? It don't even matter. Belts don't determine if a fight should happen or not, in my opinion. Not when they make sense. Let me be clear. Not when they make sense. Demetrius Andre against any of these dudes is gonna always make sense because it's a fight where you don't know it's gonna be a 50-50. That's what you should want to see in boxing. Nello ducked Jamal, Boo, and Triple G. You know what I mean? For 3 years on that back, and he ain't want that fight back to back, but people don't talk about that. And now he telling you he don't fight Mexicans, bro. That dude is annoying, bro. I swear he is. And I don't support none of that stuff he doing. Making all that damn money playing with people like that, talking about who he gonna fight and who he not gonna fight. Then he'd be mad if y'all don't support it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But he's still gonna get paid regardless. That's why I keep telling y'all, we the consumers, stop being cool with anything, man, because you like these fighters. I hold all these fighters to the same standard, yo. If you a champion, move like one. That dude ducking and avoiding, man. He been doing this shit for years. He just getting more comfortable doing it. Man, yeah, I ain't support this shit when Charlo said this either. It was whack. I'm like, see, that's how you know it's personal. Instead of just fighting him, man, he got to be all types of weak and focus on this, and ain't no money in boxing for you. Like, what? It was something he was saying like that. I'm like, man, this dude tripping. Hold on, let me play it.
Fuck Andrade, pussy ass. You know what I did? I said, all right, we ain't fighting him. We black card him. We put him on the black card, nigga. You ain't getting a fight, nigga. Ain't no money for you, nigga, in this boxing world. You better go represent that bar you tried to open like 2 years ago, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, Rhode Island ass, nigga. That shit weak. I fought up there. That shit weak as fuck. Nigga, ain't nobody up there. Chill, ain't no real niggas in Rhode Island, nigga. Fuck wrong with you.
All that. All that instead of just fighting him. Instead of just fighting him, prove that he weak. That's what I don't support. I support Charlo, but I don't support that energy. I don't support nothing he said from the time he opened his mouth. All of that energy, but nothing. He said everything but, yo, yeah, I'll fight you. I'll beat your ass and make you irrelevant. I'll beat your ass and fuck up your bed. You get what I'm saying? It's different ways to say it. You just straight up sound like you don't want that man to eat. That's sucker energy. I don't support that. I don't rock with that. That's weak. Instead of just saying, you know what? I'm going to fight you and shut you up. Where that energy at? I keep saying, but yeah, no, yeah. I'm like, hey, Gold, you trying to get blocked? I'm trying to wonder, are you trying to get blocked? Because for one, I asked you about who Canelo ducked, and you doing bullshit now. Now you talking about Ward duck Triple G when Triple G said Andre Ward is too much. Like, stop. Don't get blocked being dumb, man. Like, that's ignorant right there. Because you're not being real. Yeah, like I said, since you've been in here, your comments has been very steered in a certain direction, and I don't rock with that. Notice nobody else in here is commenting the way you comment, and you've been doing it since you've been in here. And I've been engaging with you and rocking with you. Somebody else would have been blocked you. Now you didn't answer. Who Canelo duck? I ain't see you say Canelo duck nobody. Andre Ward, man. Come on, man. Be real with yourself. What's good, Bristol Bomber? Salute to England, man. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to my bro Daryl, man. When you see him again, man, tell him I said what up if I don't catch him. Quee, my sis, she come right in. You already know, sis. You already know. Be trying to she had vouched. I'm one of the most logical, reasonable people up here. Somebody else would have been. I don't be trying to block nobody, but that's ignorance. Like we try to have real conversation, just not saying like frivolous things, like because we men in here, so we don't just sit up and say dumb shit. This one and this one. Ward ain't never ducked a soul. He ducked Triple G. That's not, no. I'm gonna tell you, since you can't find the words. Canelo, he was at 154 with Andre and the Charlos. He never fought none of them still to this day. Now he don't fight Mexicans. That means Benavidez. Is Zordo Mexican? Yeah. He ain't fighting Zordo, so you respect that. There you go. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, Ghost? I be letting people live. I'm really one of the fairest people, but once you start going, I start to question how old you are, because it starts to sound like a kid, because you're not really trying to have a conversation. You just being a ignorant person. So it's just dumb. Yeah, you talking crazy, so y'all already know. Just have you get what I'm saying? I let everybody have their opinion, but you gotta be stupid. You gotta be smart. Sound dumb, but outside the ring with no money, but won't fight in the ring for money. You feel me, bro? Feel me, Drew? That's what I'm saying. It just, and I don't support that. I support these fighters, but I don't support that. And that's just me being transparent. They would think that you wouldn't call that out because it's a fighter you like. Nah, I don't give a damn. I don't support him talking like that. I don't support Canelo talking at Paul Andre and Andre like that. Just say, I'm scared to fight you. Just say that. And I'll be like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? You're a horrible fighter. And then you get your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Stevenson would have got his ass beat by Ward. He ain't good enough. That what was he? Like, was he southpaw? Adonis? I think so. That left hand would have got neutralized and he would have got his ass beat. And Ward ain't never ducked nobody ever in his career. He went and beat up the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? You went and beat up the boogeyman. You sell houses. You selling BS in the chat right now. Sorry, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you pulling up, man. How you feeling? My bad, K-Rod. You wanted to chime in? Because I'll be here for a couple more minutes. I think this card about to start, ain't it?
Oh, which one? The Katie Taylor bullshit card?
Is it that one? It might be. It might be one of them. Or what time the Loma card start?
That starts at 6.
6, okay. That's at 6. So I think that other card at 1.
6:15 at least.
Yeah. So that other one at like 1:30. I'm guessing, yeah, 1:30. Bet. Appreciate you, my sis, for pulling up as you always do. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, these welterweights, it's a lot of BS going on. It's a trickle down effect. We ain't supposed to be getting Crawford Avernesian right now in 2022. Ain't nobody putting no pressure on Virgil Ortiz to fight nobody. Like, he don't matter. It ain't only Spence and Crawford there. Yeah, they the only ones with the belts, but they ain't the only ones there. You know what I'm saying? So Virgil need to get in there. Like I said, he said he would have say he'd fight Boots. We'll put him in there. You see, when they asked him about Boots, he ain't really say too much. Talking about you ain't never seen him fight. I'm pretty sure you seen Boots fight before, man. That'd be mad irresponsible as a promoter if you ain't watching a threat like that that's in the division. Meanwhile, in the previous breath saying your fighter is the best 147 pounder. Like, what are you talking about? Ortiz will really get done bad. I don't see him winning more than a couple rounds. I really mean that.
Oh, Virgil?
Yeah, he won't win more than a couple rounds against Boots, in my honest opinion. I think Boots will beat the hell out of Virgil Ortiz. Bad, too. I think it'll be bad, too. He's not versatile enough. He's not skilled enough either. Like I'm being real when I say this. He don't do nothing better than Boots. Nothing. I asked somebody that, would he do better than Boots? And he said some weird shit. So I still got to screenshot it because I started to make a video out of it. Like, and he tried to say I only support black fighters. You know, people do that weird. I don't do that weird. Don't play with me like that. I had to block him. So I just asked him, what name? Tell me something that Virgil Ortiz do that's better than what Boots do in the ring. And he just said some weird shit. But in the same breath said, now I like Boots too. Don't get me wrong. But what? We just got a difference of opinion. If you think Virgil Ortiz will knock Boots out, and I tell you, I think Boots will knock him out. How is that? What's different about what I'm saying? And I could logically break it down. But when I ask you to tell me what he do better in the ring than Boots Ennis, you can't tell me. So it's like the conversation over. I'm tired of like people trying to have their own conversations and want to be a distraction and be weird in the comments. Y'all got to go somewhere else with that, man. They think I'm one of them. I'm not a troll. I don't play with trolls. People be weird. If you're going to come here, let's talk some real boxing. And not just say stupid shit in the chat, like trying to get blocked.
Yeah, like those people are just mentally retarded, you know, fuck.
Yeah, man, these people got some real issues, bro.
Have any like logic in what they say, like you know, they're just as stupid as, you know, Bud Dick Riders.
Fans, they be weird, bro. I don't know where y'all be coming from.
Talking all that bullshit for nothing.
And I'm one of the people that's like so yeah, man, they be lame as hell just to talk, like just to say something. Like come in here and go off the energy and the flow in here. That don't mean agree with everything I'm saying. Like I welcome the difference of opinion, but just be logical and reasonable and we can have a conversation. Like I keep telling people I'm not one of those creators that'll tell you because I got the microphone, you can hear me. Everything I say is right. I don't deal with people like that. I engage. You see, I've been engaging, even though you've been trolling. It's like somebody else would have blocked you. I'm trying to show you how I'm different, so maybe you will have a different perspective or a different train of thought while you in here. Like, all right, well, just a solid person. I ain't got to troll his channel. Still want to do it. It's like y'all be weird, man. Facts, Jay. You already know it, but we've been having a good conversation as we always do. Hey, Tim Smith, what's good with it, bro? Salute to the UK as always, man. Y'all been coming through, man. I appreciate y'all. And, you know, I appreciate my sisters always. K-Rod, you too, and the rest of the family. Y'all smash the like button. I want to make sure I ain't leaving nothing out. Yeah, Conor Benn, he looking bad. He looked bad. Like, it's just been bad. The division is getting shaky, man. We don't know what's going on, who fighting who. People keep wanting first is Keith Thurman. He got to fight Keith Thurman or it's an excuse. Now he need to fight Boots when Boots ain't even first in line. Him now just petitioning, it don't really mean as much as people want it to mean because they think Boots got a chance at beating Spence, but they don't know Stan Jonas to be in line first. He already moved out the way once. I doubt if he do it again for Boots to fight him. Like, get what I'm saying? He gonna try to get his opportunity before you don't get one because just don't see EJ staying down there too much longer. So maybe Ricky Williams, the GOAT. Ricky Williams is the GOAT and Knockout is another brother. Ricky Williams is the GOAT and Knockout is another real one. Dope content creators and dope people too. Yeah, man. Conor Benn looking suspect. He gave up his license. We ain't getting no Crawford Spence. Y'all getting Avanesian and Crawford because I'm not watching it. I don't care what nobody say. Now we might not even get Loma and Haney because they both of them sounded like the promoter. Let me be clear. The promoter, Bob Arum, said he don't know if Loma would be ready to fight Devin Haney after Jermaine Ortiz. That sound funny to me. And then with y'all, you know, Devin Haney said he got to talk to his pops. His pops, I just read an article. His pops said he undecided if they're going to fight Loma next. So it's like, you know what? Man, yo, this is annoying, man. But I hope the only excuse I'm going to give him, and I don't think it's an excuse, the weight. They really say you're like, nah, because I seen his face, and I don't think those pictures was Photoshopped. That shit do look crazy. So if he looked like that, I don't know. But he still performed pretty damn good too, though. So I don't know. It's just up. I just want to see what he do. But when you talked about fighting somebody for that long and you spoke that heavily about fighting somebody, you almost want to see them. You get what I'm saying? When the dust finally clear and the smoke settle and y'all, the path is, y'all got a direct shot at each other. Now y'all both seeming like y'all getting cold feet. You get what I'm saying? I just don't like what I'm hearing. And I ain't saying it's for sure that they're not going to fight. I just don't like the sound of it. You got the promoter, like I said, he don't sound sure in Loma, and then you got Haney and his pops don't sound for sure. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, if we don't get that fight, that's gonna be kind of weak. Virgil, yeah, I think he might have dropped him twice too, Shay. He might have got him twice. Trust me, you would not win the debate, so don't even bother us. Oh yeah, knockout. Cole, you talk about knockout? Hell no, knockout sharp, man. All them dudes that be doing that shit sharp, because that's how I look at it. Every last one of them, the so-called losers too. I look at that shit different. That's why you will never see me when they debating, trolling in the chat. No, I mean, I might joke, but people will know it's a joke. But other than that, I'm just giving people they just do, because, you know, that's what I do. I don't be, you know, knocking nobody. That shit ain't easy to do. Just like doing content, especially if you're doing it every day. It ain't the easiest shit to do. Frank Martin, yeah, he got him a couple times too, I believe, though. Yeah, I don't think he knew who Virgil was when he fought him either. And be like that. Frank Martin, the goods, man. He just got to keep working, which I believe he will. I think he with the right trainer. Errol Spence been doing right by him. He picked up boxing late, but his learning curve, man, is crazy. So I like where Frank Martin is at, and I think he got some of the best feet at 135. Swear I do. He got some exceptionally good feet to me. He's gonna be around for a while.
Yeah, I just don't like the ring activity from Frank Martin, because he should have been back inside of the ring soon. But
oh yeah. I mean, I get you. But long as it's soon, you get what I'm saying. Don't let it be like on some layoff type deal. Like I don't want to see it be a layoff. Like I don't really want to. It's no excuse for that. You should be able to make a fight. So we're not gonna chat when you debate. Sometimes it do. Losing always sounds so tired. Oh yeah, that shit. And for me, I always said it, like I really hate to be corny, but I don't see losers when they walk away from that shit. I really don't. I don't be feeling like you got 3-0. I don't have that energy for nobody. I'd be like, man, salute to you for getting up there doing that shit. You get what I'm saying? The average person typing and saying something crazy won't do it, and they got the opportunity to, they just won't do it. So it's easy to talk shit, but that's a lot of shit to know. And I know if I was to do it, I have all types of notes, man. I know it. That should be crazy. 903. Reason why I don't care about Loma versus Haney is for one, Loma duck Dev. I get you. For two, Dev will get no credit. Say Loma was too old or his shoulder still hurt. But you know what's interesting, 903? I get you, because I could see them pulling that. I really could. But we know the truth. We know what it is. So y'all don't try that when y'all got that man on the pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? He said, Devin Haney said out of his mouth, he feel like that'll get him the respect from the boxing world. You know what I'm saying? That he deserved beating Loma. So that's why I wanted to see Ricky Williams is your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Coming at you one more game. That's Ricky. You know? You know this since Kinahan crackdown started, it's hard as hell to get big fights made. Hey, bro, that's why I say St. Louis. See, I notice you follow shit, and y'all be smart, intelligent people, man. I be noticing shit too, but I tell people, man, if you're gonna be a surface level person in boxing, you're gonna miss out on a lot of shit. Because I'm telling you now, it's not, everything ain't just black and white. You know what I'm saying? With boxing, it's never that. You gotta peel back them layers, man. You got to really pay attention to what the hell be going on out here. It be some weird shit going on, y'all. Telling you, that's a good ass point you made, bro. Good ass point you just made, man. Like it looked funny. It looked funny, and look at the business that's being done. Look at the fighter. Look where the fighter is from. Look who he cool with. I'm hearing shit like the money, the funds. I'm hearing shit like the funds is there for sure. I heard Terence Crawford got some of his money already. But they talking about PBC model is crazy. But this dude got some of his money already. That's crazy. That's, to me, is crazy. That shit bogus, man. Reason why I want Loma versus Dev, because Loma never ducked Dev. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I used to feel like that too, but when I realized he went for the unification, you know what I'm saying? Then ain't that exactly what he did with the tier female? Wasn't that? I mean, I don't know. I thought that's why he did it. But still, I want to see it more so because they've been kind of going at each other and making comments about each other for the longest. And, you know, Dev nicknamed him Lomachenko. So you want to fight somebody like that. My son be tripping, bro. Making all that damn noise.
Yeah, I don't see Lomachenko fighting Devin at all because you know, like if Lomachenko gets beat up by Jermaine Ortiz, then you know Devin's not gonna fight Loma.
512, salute, bro. I'm chilling. How you doing over there? Now I'm with you, K-Rod. I mean, shit. We might not see it though. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But I know this though. The road gets tougher for Dave moving forward.
Yeah, Devin doesn't need him. He don't. Devin can easily skyrocket over him, and you know, like the reason why I personally wouldn't want to see the fight is because Loma doesn't provide any clarity to Devin's career, and then on top of that, you know, when you want Devin to like skyrocket, you know, as like a name, beating Lomachenko does not make people, you know, be like, oh wow, like you just beat, you know, like a 35-year-old Lomachenko that basically like avoided you. But if he goes up to 140 and let's just say he whips on Josh Taylor or Regis Prograis or any of those guys, Devin's resume will skyrocket way better because those are more marketable names that he can pitch his resume to be more valuable.
Yeah. He definitely, the good thing about Dev though, man, and this is sometimes what people got to understand, you have options. Like he has options. And if he don't go with the one you feel like, I don't want to condemn him for it because I don't think it's no safe way to go. Staying at 35, fighting Loma, that's not no easy fight. It's not an easy fight. Even if I do got him beating him, I think you can find a way to beat him. I think you can beat him, but that's not an easy fight. You go up to 40. They might give you somebody that don't have a ton of power that, you know, to get you acclimated and used to the weight class, like a welcome to the weight class type of fight. But from there, it's just going to get tougher. It ain't going to get easier for him. And you're going to have to continue to develop and get better because he damn sure I have to remain disciplined and outbox these dudes. He damn sure going to have to outbox them because I don't see him getting no ton of knockouts and no shit like that.
Yeah, but Devin at this point needs to, you know, just start getting up to 140 now rather than just, you know, trying to stay at 135 because you know there's like no there's no reason why he should sacrifice more of his body fat or, you know, muscle percent.
Especially with his face looking like that. That's why I said like that's the only reason I would give him for not fighting again at 35. And I say reason and not an excuse because I think that's legit. I think we got to really be aware of health and shit like that. But I know it's still going to leave a sour taste in certain people's mouth because you've been advocating and speaking so much about fighting a certain guy. And like I told you, I just read that article not too long ago when he said he felt like, you know, he'll get the respect he deserved. And if he feel like that shit, I'll support it. And I think the real one's going to have to keep it real, yo. Because they only seen the dude, you know, they seen him, you know, they want to erase the Salido loss. You know what I mean? They seen him lose against Tio. But I think the way Devin would beat him would be different, especially if he wins. So it'll be, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to shut some people up, regardless if they try to pull that he old shit. Because I ain't going for it. Don't try that. I'd be like, I ain't going for it. I don't want to hear that. Don't try it. Put it in paperwork. Fighting because Loma versus Luke was a mandated fight itself. Yeah. It'd be some confusion on that. Yeah, and he ain't duck him. I thought I used to think he did too, but he didn't. But That's why I say just fight him now. If you can make that weight, if you can make that shit one more time or whatever, fight him, yo. I love to see it. Man, it's about the franchise. Yeah, he's publicly saying. Then won it. Yeah, he said his team asked for that shit without him knowing about it or some shit like that. Big dog, what's good with it, bro?
What's up, Just Dude? What's up, K-Rod?
What's cool? How you feeling, bro?
What's up, Amir Khan troll?
Yeah,
really
well, at least I admit I'm a troll.
But you bring the good energy though. That's the good trolling. That's the trolling that it's cool. Like I laugh every time I see you put one of them shits. I'm like, yo, this dude don't run out of different scenarios that Khan beat these fighters.
I was, you know, I started this because it started with Triple G and Canelo and Loma, Terence Crawford, even Spence, how fans be worshiping these dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I was gonna say Amir Khan just because. And because some of the stuff I write down is like what I actually hear. Like saying Canelo can whip Roy Jones Jr. and can go up to beat Usyk and Wilder. That type of shit. I heard that shit from people literally saying Canelo can do these things. So I put shit down like that just to then it gets ridiculous. But yeah, but that's basically where it comes from. That's my whole little stitch of like Khan can do whatever he wants, or Khan can do everything. He's basically God, and that's what.
Yeah. Once upon a time, they did used to talk a certain way about Khan for sure, though. They damn sure did. Damn sure did. You had beers.
So you look at my profile pic. You look at my profile pic. That's the whole thing about it. That's what I know Khan as him be on his back.
Yeah. But people don't even catch that. You saying all these comments, sometimes people be dead serious, yo. You serious? Like you had somebody the other day, fool. Yo, I'm like, nah, he ain't serious, bro. He fucking with you. They can't tell I could tell the difference though. Like it's humor in that. You're not trying to make nobody mad. Like that's add the humor at a good time too. You be coming niggas.
It's supposed to, it's just supposed to be funny.
That's good trolling. People don't understand the difference. That other shit, the disrespectful trolling is corny. It's like, all right, bro, beat spot. I looked at my block list the other day. I'm like, dang, I don't be trying to bother nobody, but family be clipping these weird people, man. Stealing people profiles and shit.
My whole little spill on fucking what's his name? Lomachenko is that guy. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why this is one of the reasons why I brought the con stuff up. That whole thing about him being the greatest boxer who ever lived since Ali and all that stuff, and that drives me crazy. And I for me, it's like dude, get 20 fights in, fight Devin, fight Tank, fight Shakur, because Shakur's in your division now. Fight those dudes.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens.
I hope he find a way to stick around just a bit, but not at the expense of his health. I get it, but it's gonna leave. He got to understand that's gonna come with some criticism for sure.
Who Devin?
He's just solid. It's just I know they putting Loma in there with somebody that they know he can beat. I feel like that's always the key, especially and then they call old boy a tune-up too. So I'm like, when I be reporting some of this stuff, I be urging people to listen more. They're like, so you think he's a tune-up? I'm like, yo, they called him that. Like, y'all got to start reading. Do y'all follow this shit for real? I don't expect y'all to see as much shit as I do, but damn, pay attention. One thing I'm gonna keep saying this whole 10 months I've been doing this, I ain't never misled nobody. I report what's accurate. And people got to know in boxing, shit is subject to change. Yo, you can report, like, for instance, a good example of this. Robisi Ramirez was supposed to fight Jesse Magdaleno, right? So when you report that, that's accurate. But then you got to double back now because dude he pulled out to fight something and he got a different opponent. But that wouldn't mean I misled you. It's just shit changed like that. People just don't know the difference between information that changes on some shit. Just that's how boxing move, and then the people that really know what they're doing and mislead the fuck out of you. How you believe in some weird shit. They asked me about how I know that Keith Thurman is something about that contract that he got. Trust me, somebody that's talking to him like, God damn it, you think I'm gonna just lie? Ain't that?
So what's up with Keith Thurman? What's he doing? I mean, is he gonna fight anytime soon?
He in the way because Mauricio Suleiman is trying to make him, it's facts, Thrill Hill. Mauricio Suleiman making him the #1 mandatory for Spence. So Spence got like 3 mandatories. Boots the IBF, Stanionis, WBA, and WBC is Suleiman. So putting Keith Thurman, we said Keith Thurman the #1 contender. And I think
if I was Spence, I would just move up, man.
I think they're trying to force it on the low. They're trying to force Spence's hand, it look like, to be honest. And I think if he got to fight Keith Thurman, he's going to vacate or move up because he said he'd rather vacate than fight Keith Thurman. And something about it. Even that leaked audio, he was laughing like, I ain't fighting Thurman. And start laughing like, I ain't fighting him. Just not fighting him.
Like I said, I think he should just move up. It's like, if you're not getting this Crawford fight, what's the point of even fighting anymore in that division?
Point. I'm with you. Ain't no point, bro. Ain't no point to even risk it no more. You did what you could. You tried. Black Grass Podcast. Salute, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Keith is serious. Look, Keith never lost to WBC. All these WBC champions by name. They never beat the champ. I get him when he say that, but it's just he due to his inactivity, he's like irrelevant. Scottish Stoner, salute, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, brother? Speaking of stoner, I'm about to get stoned. Eat something, get stoned my damn self. Leak audio, yeah. Appreciate you, Ghost. You already know. You stupid. You stupid, yo. He's stupid, yo. Yeah, I feel the same way. I wish you good health and all that. The person that leaked that, but that's very telling. He told you Crawford say they don't trust his attorney. That shit sound crazy. People just be cool with any excuse. I'm like, when y'all see bullshit, y'all don't call it out. That's what's wrong with y'all. Yo, that shit sound crazy. You're the biggest fight of your career. Why would you be dealing with somebody that you don't trust? Let's start there. And you tell me that's not a reasonable question to ask. It's the biggest fight of your career. You're supposed to be dealing with nothing but people you trust.
Do you believe that though?
Fights in, bro?
Do you believe that though?
No, I just think it was another excuse that he was making. I believe he really said it. I just believe it's another excuse though, or like stall tactic. I don't think he really. I don't think he's scared, but I don't think if he want this fight for real, he just ain't want it next. Without getting.
You know what? I'm not going to, because I was a Crawford fan, but I still am, but not like after this shit that he pulled, it's not the same. But I feel the same way about the fight. The fight's not the same to me, because it's going to be an excuse for this fight not happening, or if it does happen and one of them loses, each side's going to come with an excuse. So
I think Earl would definitely, if he lose, it'd be like whatever. I really do. I just don't think I don't think he that type of dude. He just seemed like he know what it is. Why I say that? Because he been able.
No, I'm not talking about the fighter. I'm talking about the fans.
Yeah. That's sucker shit either way, man. Because we call that out too. If you try to complain and make an excuse depending on who win and who lose, that's crazy. To me, the best man will win that night. And I swear I won't, just to be fair to the people, I won't make no excuse for neither fighter. Fuck that. You got in there. I just feel like he might be a little hesitant, man. I don't know. I think he might. Something tell me he's just a little hesitant to get in there.
I was listening to 78 and Blue, but it was more me listening to 78, and he was just basically saying, and I really believe it, the promoters are playing games, man.
That too, I could believe that.
And people are trying to blame just Crawford. I'm like, nah, man. There's a reason why he took that $10 million or whatever it is, because somebody on the other side, the promoters weren't trying to pay him that much, in my opinion. So.
Facts.
I'll take your money, and I can't really blame him for that. If the money is more important than his legacy to him.
It's like, shit, with that, you would have got the bag and legacy. And why I say bag, because I know they would have paid you more than that.
No, I don't think they were trying to pay him more than that. I don't believe they were trying to pay more than $10 million.
But that was the consensus anyway. Like, you would have made more than $10 million.
You think so?
They had another offer. Did they say 15? They said something. And then didn't they offer him 50-50 too? Some shit like that.
See, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I still don't want to fight.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I can't see him. If he got 15 and 50-50 and he ducked the fight, then I can't believe that. That's different.
Yeah. But that's why I say we just gotta really wait to see what happens. For me, only thing I could say is like, without trying to make it about Crawford, like he just shown us in the past to be inconsistent. He's shown us that he's willing to blame whoever for the fight not happening, not himself. He don't hold
for sure.
And that to me says like that shows me something like. And none of the reasons that you came up with for why it didn't happen, I never heard that it's got anything to do with you. And he really threw me for a loop when he blamed the actual fans and then said the UK fans are the best. If you connecting that, you looking at them like, what? Oh,
when did he say that?
People. Yeah, you ain't never hear that? Hell yeah. He blamed you. You heard him say the fans is the reason the fight ain't happening.
I thought you blaming the people on the internet. I didn't know he said you.
Yeah, he said the fans is the reason the fight ain't happening.
Okay.
And then he was on record saying the UK fans got some of the best fans. Hell yeah, he said that.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear UK
Hell
thing.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, he said it. And I think that's around the time, if I'm not mistaken, that's around the same time he sized up Josh Taylor. And he said he had came back. He was like, he don't know how that dude making 140. He big as hell. He was like, I don't know what they eating over there. I remember that. Hell yeah. I was like, damn, this dude, he know how to disconnect with his core fans. Like you know how to make people look at you and be like, bro, did you really just say that?
Well, it's kind of funny because all his fans are in Nebraska and he got a couple of fans sprinkled out across the nation. And I mean, Spence, I think it's the same way with Spence. Spence have Texas, and Texas is a big ass state. So it's the second biggest state in the union. So I mean, he's gonna have a ton of fans. So and it's sprinkled out too. So you know,
those people, one of the smartest things Spence ever did was aligning himself with Cowboy Stadium and the Cowboys, and that's his real team. That's smart business move right there. Look how well he was marketed. Look how that just opened the eyes. Like now you got the entire team rocking with you. You got their fan base rocking with you. Anybody that didn't know you before know your ass now because you was in that stadium. And it's easy to root for a winner, especially a guy that'll put the work in. So that's what it is with him. That's 35% of 580. I don't believe that 35% stuff either, though, because I always say this, yo, and I keep asking people to be logical because a lot of times people say the obvious shit like ain't none of us at the table. We don't know. And I say, yeah, you're right. But we can speculate. We forced to because they leave these little breadcrumbs and we force to try to make sense out of this shit. If he really agreed to everything, and I was saying this the other day, I don't even want to be redundant. He said he agreed to everything, right? Then we'd have a fight.
And I don't believe that. I don't believe that either.
Like in the story, you get what I'm trying to say? If he agreed, it would be nothing else. It would be nothing else stopping it. That's what I urge people like you got to keep both of your ears open. Tell me what don't make sense about that situation. 1 + 1 is supposed to be 2, and that situation is not. The math ain't adding up. What will be that? What will be the roadblock now? If I say yeah to absolutely everything, what's the roadblock? Get what I'm saying? Now you're gonna say something else on Spence, then that's gonna be bullshit. Because if you saying agree to everything, that means you are the B side in this situation. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. And then I don't see what it say. We don't know what exactly said in these camps in this negotiations. So I don't know no more.
Yeah, Jay. Street from my house too. Very convenient. Oh, yeah, man. That shit right. Damn. They thought they offered above 40%.
Nobody knows.
And that's what I'm saying. And I was telling people that. Why would he say no to 40 and say yeah to 35? People, I just be saying, yo, you just pay attention to all this shit that they be throwing out there. And when you make sense of it, you're going to see where the bullshit is. It's nothing personal with no fighter. It's just like, tell me what's the next step after the B side say yeah to everything? The fucking fight get made. That's what I'm saying. Like that's it right there. You don't have to say nothing else. Like, and it ain't gotta be he wasn't. You could tell if you one of them people that feel like he was really committed, but he just did smart business move by having a ace in his back pocket or whatever you want to call that, or having an Avanesian in his back pocket, then cool. If you want to say he was 99% committed, I'm gonna tell you cool. But I'm gonna tell you that 1% is more than enough to show me that he didn't want it as bad as the other guy. That's how I feel. I can't say that's a fact, but that's when I look at how everything just materialized and the fact that you got a date. And this dude had 2 dates. He had a November 19th day. He was supposed to fight some undefeated dude. And then they had the Crawford situation on box rec. Like I was like, they had 2 dates on there for him. And I think he canceled the November one to fight this December 10th date. So that shit is weird. That shit is weird as hell. 20, 30.
I don't understand.
10 mil. Facts, Jay. That's what I'm saying. He would have got more than 10 million fighting him. Everybody.
See, I don't think. See, just where I think I disagree with you. I think they were being shady. I don't think they won. I think they're being shady.
It's possible. It is. It's always possible in that business. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about boxing, it's possible, but I don't think they would. You gotta pay them because I'm of that belief. Like I don't know the business side of it like that, but I gotta know that he deserved to be paid. They both risking their life. Pay the man, and you know what I'm saying. I was of that mentality too. Just pay him. And what really is it? But when you hear all those conflicting stories and it's coming from one camp while the other one has remained silent, and look, I'm trying. What is there? It's not. He's the A side. Why would he be the one holding it up?
But why would Spence have to? Spence don't have to say anything. He's like
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like
so. It's Bud. Bud has to do all the talking.
Yeah, if you agree.
So he's not with a promotional company.
We'll have a fight right now, y'all. I swear we would. We would, because it would be nothing else in the way. It'd just be the fight. That's why I tell people just be logical. When you be mad, you can't make sense out of simple shit like that. You don't even got to deep dive into the rest of the situation. You could deal with that very, very first statement that people was pumping. He did this already. All right. Well, what if I that? What that mean? Earl came up with some more shit. He agreed to everything, but he still had 3 revisions and some shit like that.
See, just do this. This is what I think. I don't think Earl. I think Earl put his numbers out on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I think he put his numbers out on the table, and he was cool. I think from the other side is that I think when they started really negotiating, it wasn't with Earl. I think it was between Bud and Showtime and PBC.
And that leak shit, he said he wanted to. Spence was saying that he wanted to sit down with Al because he don't trust his attorney. So he want to sit down and then I did hear. Now this is a whisper. I don't pass these things as facts, but it's just conversational pieces. Like I did hear. He wanted Al to advise him for free, but he don't know how this shit work or some shit that was being said. Yeah, he wanted Al to advise him for free. Some shit Crawford did. AB, my bro, salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah. So it's like,
does that make sense either?
I'm not gonna say that's a fact, but I did hear that.
I don't think that makes sense either, man. There's too much stuff. Too much stuff going on in this thing. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense. None of it.
The title shot. Yeah, somebody got to get Boots an opportunity so people could believe or understand he really the goods. But that's why I talked about these 2 weight classes, because they're in similar situations where the top guys, for whatever reason, just ain't found a way to get in the ring with each other. And it's just
you talking about 135 and 147?
Yeah, and it's just like, damn, man, we were supposed to get that fight. We were supposed to get the fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's just frustrating. But I'm cool now. Just whatever EJ do, I'm gonna be cool with it. Crawford, I'll still rock with him. I'm just not watching the Avanesian fight though.
Nobody's gonna watch that fight.
Yeah, thrill. Yeah. And then somebody, Oscar De La Hoya said, "That's a good fight. It's gonna be a good test." Yeah, you a promoter, boy. That shit ain't gonna be nuts. Crawford
That's gonna be
David Avenue up, man. He gonna beat that boy up and down.
Yeah, he gonna beat that dude's ass.
He gonna trash him, man. But we'll see, man. Hopefully, like I always say at the end of every stream, man, hopefully we start getting these fights that we want. No, that we deserve too. Because again, they keep telling y'all people to pay y'all money. That's the biggest problem that y'all should have with bad fights. It's nothing personal. It's no attack on the fighter. It's just the situation. We don't have to be cool with everything. And I said this before as an example. Do you go to the store and order food that you don't want? Like, you get what I'm saying? Do you go to the movies and pay for the movie you don't want to see? Like, no, you don't. You go pay for the shit you want to see. It's no different with boxing. And that shit could get pricey. Especially if you're a person like me and don't want no bullshit ticket. I don't want to be in no nosebleeds. I ain't doing none of that. I can't see the action. Ain't no need for me to be there. So that shit, man, I spent my money watching Shakur Stevenson at the Prudential Center. I felt like I got my fucking money's worth. I seen a handful of good fights pretty much, and everybody did what they were supposed to do. I enjoyed that whole card. You know what I'm saying? I got you, AB. I got you, bro. I'm about to jump off here anyway. Shit, I ain't even think I was gonna go this long.
Just dude.
Appreciate you, bro. Much appreciation, bro. Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely, man. Turn them notifications on. You part of the family. Welcome to the fam, bro. Appreciate you. I'm probably gonna I don't know if I want to do this Katie Taylor, because I know she probably got an easy win too. I might.
Yeah.
When's she fighting?
Some I don't even remember the chick name that she fight.
She's fighting that Carabajal lady, Karen Carabajal.
Yeah, facts, fate.
Some
Facts.
Argentinian, no name.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's really not that good, but
yeah, that's wild, man. That shit is wild, man. But yeah, I'm gonna look into it. If it's worth it, I'll go back live again because I'm definitely gonna do it for the Loma fight if I don't do it for this one. Definitely be back live for that for sure.
I didn't know Kate Taylor was even fighting today.
Huh?
I didn't know she was even fighting today. Katie?
Yeah.
She got zero promotion all week.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't even talked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fighting.
I mean, at this point in her career, no one gives a fuck about her.
Be fighting tonight. Oh man,
Because everybody knows that Amanda's trying to beat her ass.
Man, this is running. Man, hopefully she get a chance at redemption.
Yeah, that Serrano fight was so like amazing because when I was there, like I wanted to record it, but like I had so many crazy ass Irish fans sitting by me, and there was like a shitload of Puerto Ricans sitting next to me too. But I didn't want to get into like a fight with somebody because someone almost tried to fight me at the fight on my birthday. So I was like just about ready to punch him, but I just let it slide.
Okay, right. So he's about to punch somebody. God damn. But man, I appreciate y'all bros coming up, man, kicking it with me. I appreciate all y'all in the building. Appreciate you, Jay, in that super chat. Man, y'all smash that like button on the way out. And y'all stay tuned. I'll be back. I'm going to call the Loma fight for sure. This Katie Taylor one, I got to look and see if it's...
All right, K-Rod. All right, Just Do. Peace.
Appreciate you, bro.
See you later.
All right, K-Rod.
Oh, I know right now?
Carbajal or some shit like that. Carbajal. I think that's how you pronounce it, Carbajal.
Yeah, Carabajal.
Yeah, some shit like that. But yeah, hopefully we get a good night, man. But I'm gonna be on for that one. So like I said, I appreciate y'all, man. K-Rod, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. And
you always welcome up here, so ain't no thing. But y'all stay tuned, man. If this Katie Taylor fight is worth it, I'll be right back on. Because I think the card already started.
Sweet. Yeah, like it starts at 2. That's what I know.
Yeah.
But it's nothing.
Like 1:30. I don't know. I'm gonna look though. But appreciate y'all, man. Y'all smash the like button on the way out. Stay tuned. Your boy be back later. I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. K-Rod, I'll see you probably in a few or see you in one of these chats. So
okay.
All right, salute to the TWT family and peace to the chat fam, man. Much appreciation to everybody that pulled up, and y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna stay busy, man. So I'll be back with y'all in a few. Peace.